Hey guys, it's Sad Crowman and welcome to our first Equinox reading. It's just me today. This will be between the dates of September 22nd and December 22nd. So for the Northern Hemisphere, it will be the autumnal equinox. And for the Southern Hemisphere, it will be the spring equinox. Timestamps will be in the description and in the pinned comment below. I guess that's it. Not much else to say about it. Let's get started. For those of you who picked the mug with the cats, this will be your reading. Alright. First, I just picked this up at 5 and below. It's a crystal deck. You have yellow jasper, wealth, success, and wisdom. Carnelian, creativity, confidence, and passion. From the Demon Tarot, you have Abigor. Abigor, also Elgor Elgios, is a fallen angel and a Duke of Hell. He is described by demonographers as a handsome knight carrying a lance and standard, having 60 military units under his command. We'll get more into this later. We have the Lamia. The Lamia was once a beautiful queen whose grief over the loss of her children turned her into a monster. Lamia also refers to later monsters, women who rob graveyards to feed on the dead. It's also a monster in Final Fantasy, I think. Or am I thinking about Tales of Symphonia? Oh, who knows with me. And then from our Moonology Oracle, we have a lot. Well, a ton of these fell out for one pile, and I didn't feel like it was fair if everyone else only had like one or two, so we have a lot. Confidence is your key to success. The answers you need are coming. A new start is coming. A personal issue reaches resolution. Show the world the real you, and the end of a cycle approaches. And then from the Asylum Oracle by Emily Autumn. This is not centered in the frame. I want it to be centered. Okay, don't mind me. We have the clock, the corset, the cell, the moon, and the teapot. Alright, so I don't have it laid out by which month or anything like that. I'm just going to see what general messages I pick up from your group. So I jumbled the cards around a bit because first reading's the hardest for me always because I'm not like in the groove yet, you know how it is. So we have 4 full moon cards. So we have full moon in Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn, and also Aquarius. Now both of these cards are resolution cards, so a personal issue reaches a resolution and the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I get this impression that probably at some point within this equinox, you're going to find some sort of answers you seek, and this will either come kind of in conjunction as like kind of an ad hoc thing with an end of a tough cycle approaching or whatever. You see, I'm at a loss for words right now. So if this is a really good sign, if you've been going through something lately, that something is coming to an end, probably sooner than you think. And when this thing comes to an end, or when the veil starts to lift off slightly, it probably won't like end like just like that for most of you. It's probably, I'm getting the impression that it's not so much a cut and dry situation. It might be more of an emotional thing that you're going through, but when the veil starts to lift a little, that fog, whatever it is, poor mental health or whatever, once that lifts, you'll start to, like, the answers will actually start to pour in at some point. Now we also have show the world the real you, and I think that some of you maybe have kind of been hiding yourself a bit. You know what? I think I need the other light, actually. Now if you're going through a hard time, hiding yourself from the world, concealing yourself or whatever, that sounds like the right thing to do, but it might actually be part of what's holding you back. I relate to this personally lately, honestly. Like, if you've been, say, people-pleasing, for example, that might help in the short term because you're not rocking the boat, you're not showing any part of yourself that's too unpalatable, but over time, you might find your throat chakra to be unclogged, which, by the way, both of these are blue, so that gives me a throat chakra vibe. And this purple here, that's giving me like third eye vibes. But anyway, when you hide yourself from the world, sometimes you start to hide yourself from yourself. And I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, because deep down you know who you are. Now, so great news if you've been going through a really hard time lately, which, I mean, I'm sure most of us have, yeah, but with what's been going on in the world. But we have here a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer, and full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. These are really good signs that if you have been going through some struggles lately, be them, you know, mentally, financially, well, tough cycle, that kind of, it could be a lot of things, but with a personal issue, I am getting more mental health vibes out of than anything. It seems like a lot of you are holding yourself back more so than external factors are holding you back. And you may feel like it's the opposite. You may feel like it's the world that's doing this to you, but, like, no offense, I feel like some of you are doing it to yourself and you just don't even realize that your own potential, so you don't see yourself as holding yourself back. You just see it as the world that's being hard on you, and really you're being hard on yourself and you need to stop. So, yeah, I really strongly feel this equinox, that will be coming to an end for you, or at least lessening quite a bit. Things are going to get easier, and when things get easier, the answers you need will come. In this meantime, what are some things you can do? Now we have confidence is this key to your success. A new start is coming, and show the world the real you. If you've been hiding the real self from the world, like maybe you've been people pleasing a lot, or you've been like bending over backwards for other people to keep from rocking the boat. Maybe you've been hiding anything remotely unpalatable about yourself, something you feel like others might like maybe you've been dressing in a way that you feel like would make other people feel comfortable, but you're not really wearing what you want. Maybe you have a lot of opinions that you're just shielding other people from because you don't want to make anyone feel even slightly uncomfortable. Maybe you don't like the way you talk or something, so you're overly monitoring maybe your accent, maybe your tone, whatever the case. And you know, in the short term that feels good because it's like, okay, confrontation avoided, but in the long term that'll actually just screw you up more. So I strongly suggest avoiding that. And also, a little cat hair there. Confidence is the key to your success. New moon in Leo. My cat distracted me, sorry. Hello, Butter Nugget. How are you doing, little boy? Meow, 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 meow. You're a fuzzy little goblin. Now, anyway, yeah, this is pretty much self-explanatory. If you want to get out of the tough cycle and get those answers and get through whatever you're going through right now, it's going to vary from person to person, obviously, because this is a general reading, but if you want to get through that, you're going to need to believe in yourself. And I know that can be really hard, especially when we live in a world that doesn't want you to like yourself, right? The world does not want you to like yourself. You turn on, like, say, the Instagram, and you're bombarded with ads telling you to lose weight, try a new makeup, try a new exercise regimen, try this acne product, whatever it is. We live in a world that really wants you to hate yourself, because the more you hate yourself, the more this world profits from you hating yourself. I mean, the beauty industry is like a multi-billion-dollar industry. And it's not just that, you know, there's always some kind of workshop, some financial helps and self-help bullshit. Always you're bombarded with negativity. And then, of course, there are going to be people in your personal life. They're going to be jealous of you. They're going to talk shit about you because you make them feel bad about themselves just by you being you at your brightest. So they don't want you to burn bright. They want you to simmer down. They want you to be dim. And, yeah, so loving yourself during this time, it's pretty radical. Of course, to my knowledge, it's always been this way to some extent, but advertising has just made it so much worse. Oh my god. But yeah, I lost momentum there. ADHD. Also, it's Mercury retrograde and I'm a Gemini moon. So, like, I'm a Vedic, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But yeah, you have to believe in yourself if you want to achieve great things. And I think this group wants to achieve great things. Or at least get over this damn rut, am I right? We have the Lamia here. There are various different tellings of the Lamia. And, you know, in some of them, her losing her, she was once a beautiful, in all of them, she was once a beautiful woman. Now, in some of them, especially the more modern ones, I think, it's like Queen Hera was so jealous of her beauty that she cursed her. And in some of them, the loss of her children made her insane. I think that's some of the earlier ones. That's what's depicted here. But either way, I'm kind of vibing a little more with the last meaning, though, the one with the Queen Hera. You may not think you're worth much, but I'm actually getting the impression that a lot of people are incredibly jealous of you. And that's why your self-esteem is so low now. Because, well, for one thing, people aren't going to give you compliments freely. Because they feel that you already know that you're pretty, or you already know that you're smart, or you already know you're creative. Whatever it is, probably most, if not all those things. I'm sure there's a lot of great things about you, and people just assume that you already know that. Because it's so obvious to them, they assume it's going to be obvious to you too. And also, the people who are jealous of you, who are hating on you, they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know your good qualities. So they, you know, they're not going to, you know, don't seek approval from others. Don't get yourself into this idea that if other people aren't saying this, it's not true or whatever. You know deep down who you are. Now with Abigor, though, I feel like Abigor is warning you, don't make it an all-out war, alright? You know, while people are hurting you because of what they perceive they lost or whatever, you know, you also want to still try your best to work with others at this time. I know a lot of you probably work terrible, terrible dead-end retail jobs, and as hard as it can be, try to keep your cool this equinox. And I know it's going to be hard. Especially since the holidays are coming up. So you're going to have those Christmas sales, and it's going to be awful. I'd say come about October, things are going to get even worse, and it's just going to keep building and building and building. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, a lot of you are working in retail jobs. I feel that fear now. Oh my God. So yeah, try your best. No matter how jealous your coworkers are of you, try your best to keep your cool. And if you don't have a job or you're like in school or something like that, with your classmates, try your best to keep your cool. Don't let their jealousy get to you, because whether we like it or not, sometimes we have to work with people. Yuck, I know, right? But, you know, we still have this new moon. A new start is coming. So, you know, after we get through this tough cycle, you will have a new start, okay? So just tough it out for now. That's the best advice I can give you, is to tough it out for now. Now, for your rocks, it took me a while to get to these. We have yellow jasper, wealth, success, and wisdom, and carnelian, creativity, confidence, passion. You may want to get a hold of some of these crystals. They don't have to be big pieces. You can get little tumbled rocks. I know they sell some on Etsy. You can usually count on like a couple stores to have a couple tumbled rocks. You can usually just buy yourself one or whatever. Or maybe you're really lucky and you have a crystal store nearby. But yeah, these rocks, they may want to be something you keep on your person, wear them around your neck or something. You sleep with them under your pillow at night, whatever. You might want this energy in your life. Now, and I'm getting these are all things within yourself you may feel like you lack, but you can very easily unlock them. You can unlock confidence, and I'm sure you can get your passion back. If you've been going through, like, say, depression or something, and you got that NUE going on, am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. Whatever, who gives a fuck? I don't pronounce words. We all know that. You can get passion back in your life, is what I could say. I'm saying you can get creativity back in your life. Actually, hold on. This isn't in your reading, But I keep this by my desk even though it does not match with the orange and black motif I've got going on. Because this is a great stone for creativity, and as soon as I remember the fucking name for this... Actually, I'm not going to remember the name of this. I'm going to write it on the screen later in post. Blue calcite, sorry. Yeah, blue calcite is great for that. It's also great for your throat chakra. So if you want to do some kind of creative job, that's what I keep on my desk to try to be a better YouTuber. In yellow jasper, this will help you a lot when it comes to spending your money more wisely, investing more wisely, finding success, and finding wealth, because you don't want this dead-end job, or whatever you're doing. Or some of you are unemployed, so, and not educating right now, so some of you are like, oh, was this pile even for me? But I promise you, just keep working at it. Oh, that's another thing. For those of you who are like, well, I'm stuck at home, I live with my parents, I don't have a job, I'm not going to school, what the fuck, how is this my pile? Butsby, you want the lap? Butsby wants to help with the reading. Meow, 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 kitty meow. Yeah, there may be a cat incoming. You might have a hard time getting along with your roommates or family during this time, and I know a lot of times parents can be very unforgiving when you don't have a job. Butsby, you are not the tarot reader. Butsby, you are not the tarot reader. Get down, Butsby. Butsby, no, ow, 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 Butsby, ow. Butsby, I'm going to need you to get down. Get down, Butsby. Ugh, pit, pit, cat hair, pit, pit. Yeah, sometimes parents can be really impatient and unforgiving when you haven't found a job yet or whatever, but keep doing you. You know, when I started my YouTube channel, for example, I was stuck. I had just graduated college with my fucking useless ass degree. I cried like literal actual tears, like a stream of tears, after I had finished moving boxes out into my mother's car. I took them in and I just had to break down in my now empty dorm room because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be stuck with my mom now forever until I find a job, which will never happen because my degree is fucking worthless. Who knows how long this will last? I haven't found anything, oh my god. But I found a way out because I kept uploading videos to my YouTube channel. Even when it wasn't going well, I kept doing it anyway. And then Why I No Longer Believe Timothy Heller went viral. It got like a million views, not exactly overnight, but like over a relatively short span. It's still the largest video on my channel, unfortunately. And it's not even that great a video, but you know, it might not be your best work, but you know, that's just an example of how things can really change for you just overnight. You just have to keep working at it. And, you know, your answers will start to come. They might not come all at once. You just gotta keep working at it, and it'll eventually get there. And you have to have, you know, believe in yourself at least somewhat. Be ridiculous enough, be just delusional enough to believe that you can make it in a world that does not want you to make it. Now, I put these off till second to last. These are from the Asylum Oracle, and I might have some input, but I really like the way Emily, you know, Emily's a great writer, and I really like the way she words them, so I'm going to read them from the book. I'm sorry if that's super annoying. I need practice reading anyway, okay, for the audiobook. So you're doing me a favor by listening to me ramble. Let's see, we got the clock, the corset, the cell, the moon, and the teapot. Okay, page 47, poige. What's a poige? I don't think I can talk to save my stupid fucking life. Okay, the corset stands for lack of breath, constriction, structure, support. Alright. The corset is perhaps the most divisive object in fashion, both adored and despised, often simultaneously by those who are either forced to wear it or still choose to. It provides the pleasant support of a second skeleton whilst deforming our own if tied too tightly, preventing us from taking in the air we desperately need, in order to keep our life force strong. The corset reminds you to breathe deeply, all the way down into your belly, the way opera singers do. Do this several times. Scan your body, your mind, your spirit. Note any areas that feel constricted, parts of you that have been laced far too tightly for far too long. Slowly undo the laces, loosening them until you can breathe freely into all areas. Of course, you can tighten up that steel boning anytime you feel the need for more structure or boundaries in your life. But be sure that you are lacing up because it's healthy and enjoyable for you. Never to fit into the restrictive model others have demanded you to conform to. And remember, if you can't sing, it's too tight. I think that's so great. Okay, it's like what I was saying earlier, full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Okay, so I really get the impression a lot of people who chose this group have been people-pleasing or micromanaging themselves or otherwise just wearing too much of a mask. And, you're constricting yourself way too much. So yeah, lighten the laces, breathe, whatever. I'm not the best with metaphors, I'll be honest with you. But you know what I'm saying, right? Okay, you didn't get any cards in fire, so we have this one air card and mostly water. So the teapot, the cell, the moon, the clock, all water element. We will start with the clock. So stability, patterns, establishing healthy routines. Heavy neurodivergent vibes here. The clock comes to encourage you to establish healthy routines in your daily life. Things that will do consistently at the same time each day or each week in order to establish a comforting sense of structure and increase your mental and emotional stability. Okay, so I'm going to stop right now. Watch what goes into your routine. If you're like me and you're autistic or you may be on the spectrum or whatever, maybe you're just a routine person, you're nowhere on the spectrum, be very wary what fits into your routine. And be sure to keep an eye to make sure the things that are going into your routine are in alignment with your best possible self, the possible self that you want to take on, all right? Anyway, back to this. Even if you have the luxury of flexible hours or days, scheduling tasks, activities, exercise, spiritual work, or time to rest and play can bring about a greater peace, calm, and productivity. What new patterns can you establish and carry out in your world? Are there healthy activities that you might do more regularly if they were a part of a set schedule? The clock asks you where in your life you may benefit from structure and offers you the reward of peace, pride, and clarity as you accomplish the goals you set for yourself. Additionally, when your mind and body are used to a set routine made up of healthy and balanced activities, it will be much more difficult for you to be thrown off course by strong emotions or disturbing events, and you will naturally come back to the center more quickly, returning to your natural state of joy. That's actually great advice because you see, when you have a good, strong routine, a strong structure that is benefiting you and not choking you to death, and something goes wrong in your day, it'll be easier because you have that schedule full of nice, healthy things to look forward to. So what you need in your routine, it's going to vary from person to person. So maybe you might want to add meditation to your routine. Maybe I added Duolingo to my routine, actually. It's just start learning Spanish. It's a little ridiculous. Actually, this might help some of you. So I know a lot of us, we have the tendency to scroll when we're depressed, and we just scroll through our social media, whatever social media it may be. So I decided to instead, I have this new thing where I do Duolingo every night. What time is it, actually? 8:51. Okay, I still have time before the owl punches me. Alright, I just wanted to make sure. Listen, crows and owls don't get along. But yeah, so now if I'm going in ADHD paralysis, I'm just like, oh my god, what the hell do I do with my life now? Because ADHD wants to paralyze me, but autism wants to do a specific thing. I'll just get on Duolingo. So something like that might help you, I don't know. It's better than scrolling through fucking Instagram and getting sad. Just kind of like monitor your routine and just ask yourself every piece of your routine, just be mindful throughout your day, throughout the next step in your routine. Is this really serving the possible you that you want to take on and become? Possible self, by the way, that's a a psychology term, by the way. And so what we have next is teapot. I'm going to keep these in order so I don't get too lost. Comfort, communication, companionship, assistance, and abundance. Full and warm, the teapot is always ready for company, for collaboration, discussion, conversation. Are you dealing with an issue that could benefit from the input of another? Are you trying to handle more than one human should be expected to? Or do you just need to talk? There are more helpful souls around than you think. Than you might have realized, and the teapot encourages you to put the kettle on, set your best china cups, and reach out. The teapot can also signify abundance, as it holds more than enough for one. She reminds you how bountiful you truly are, how ample your gifts, how very much magic you have to share. Finally, even when solitary, the spirits of others can be called upon to share your tea, conjure their presence as you boil the water, say their names as you select the tea leaves, and pour a cup for each entity you have called upon. Ooh, a spirit tea party. That sounds fun. Love you, Emily. Whether physical or spiritual, don't be afraid to ask for the help or companionship of others, knowing that you have something precious to offer in return. A full teapot, your own sympathetic ear, and a generous spirit. I don't really have much to add to that right now. I might think of something later. Death to all motorcyclists. Oh, did I say that out loud? Just kidding, I know I did. Fuck, why was fucking motorcyclists? Oh, I lied! It went in order, so water was fourth, so I didn't think there'd be a fifth element. There is a fifth element. These are not water, these are spirit. I lied to you all. Okay. We got the cell and the moon. We're doing the cell first. Take a good gander at that. Okay, it stands for sanctuary, reclaiming innocence, and becoming whole. You follow the guard far down the asylum corridor until the cells are fewer, smaller, and it is very dark. You have not been told whom it is that you have been brought to see. Stopping before a cell at last, the guard says that you will only have a few minutes with the inmate inside, and leaves you. All is quiet, and you gaze deep into the shadows of the cell. There, hurtled in a corner, is a child, and then you see clearly. The child is you. As the child looks up, you are overcome with love for all that you had not realized you had forgotten, your ability to trust, your innocence, your true nature. Rising, the child comes to you, taking your hands through the bars. I know that you sent me here to protect me, the child says, and I always knew that you would come back when you were ready to take care of me. You realize how able you are to care for this child that is yourself, and how unlocking this precious bit of divine wildness will make you more whole. Suddenly, you hear footsteps coming nearer, and you know what you must do. You reach deep into your heart and pull out a small, glowing key. You try the lock. It fits perfectly. So if you've been having, like, a hard time with, like, your inner child, like, say maybe something terrible happened to you as a child, you know, the sort of thing people tell you to just get over it, but you can't just get over it. I ain't getting demonetized today with my examples, but you get what I mean. Whew. Yeah, it can be rough to get through that. Now, you may find yourself locking your inner child up because you're not ready. You know, that part of you was so wounded that you don't want it to get wounded again. That's what I'm getting. That might be part of what you've been hiding. So the moon, rhythms, intuition, trust, the divine mother. I get the impression all three of these are connected anyway. As you lie upon your back with your eyes closed, you feel your body swaying gently, and you realize that you are lying in a small boat, drifting along the tide, the moon full and bright above you. You sit up to find the water sparkling all around, and you feel no fear, only an enchanted peace. The moon has brought you here to remind you to honor your rhythms and trust that she is watching over you, protecting you always as your divine mother, queen of the sky. She cradles you now, rocking you back and forth on the ebb and flow of the tide, and you understand that, like the tide, the phases of Mother Moon, all situations are temporary, and that the only constant, is magical, renewing, rejuvenating change. Rejuvenating. I can talk. When you have choices to make, call upon the moon, and she will heighten your intuition, awakening you to the part of yourself that truly knows. Darkness. Sorry. In darkness. It ended after nose. There's a period after nose. In darkness, invite the moon into your mind and let her light shine from your eyes, bringing illumination. And when you are lost, simply return to your boat and feel the moon's love for you as she spreads a path of light across the sea to guide you home. Yeah. You see, if these personal issues are coming and these answers that you need are coming to you when you become more gentle and understanding with yourself. And until then, until you're willing to love yourself, and I know it's really difficult. You're probably going to stay stuck in this rut, but I'm confident that you can get through this by the end of this equinox. Or at least you can make some major progress. Again, this is going to differ from person to person, but I know you can get through this. Oh, only 44 seconds remaining. Let me restart the camera. Okay. I hate that tax. I want to have a personal word or two, or a fist maybe, with whoever made that tax on cameras that record it. I don't. Okay. Oh, now you're just gonna be curious. I better say it. Okay, so there's a tax on video cameras that's higher than a tax on other kinds of cameras, like photography cameras and crap. And what defines the difference between a video camera and another kind of camera is if it records 30 minutes or more. So they all record like 29 minutes and 59 seconds. It is so annoying. I heard they were going to do away with the tax, but I will believe it when I see it. But anyway. Yes, darling, be gentle with yourself. I don't know why it came out that way. Because it seems like all these restrictions are things you put on yourself, perhaps in response to the stressors of the world, stressors that happened to you when you were a young child who couldn't cope with what was going on, or whatever. And, yeah, speaking from personal experience, hiding yourself from yourself, you know, self-loathing, overly monitoring yourself, restricting yourself, it won't help you get through your problems. These are coping mechanisms that serve us in the short term, but do not help us in the long run. Alright, so what can we expect throughout our equinoxes? Let's start with September. Okay, we got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Any other cards for September? Queen of Cups. Sorry. Sometimes I'm a king, sometimes I'm a queen. It just varies. Okay, so we're doing general messages still. So in September, I'm, with the Knight of Cups, that's an emotional card. You may become overly emotional, might not make the most logical decisions, or you might not want to make the most logical decisions. Now, this is a very brief time though, but yeah, probably by the time this goes up, you might be kind of feeling this energy right now. I don't know when you'll be watching this. You might be later on in the equinox, but you may also be having a hard time currently tapping in with that creative part of you. Now the Queen of Cups though, we do have this right side up, so that's a good thing. So I do see you heeding this advice in September, if you watched it in September. And to try to give yourself as much self-love as you can. I'm seeing this more as a reflective time for you. That's about all I'm seeing. I'm not getting more, so I'm not going to force it. October. The Chariot in reverse. Car troubles for some of you. That's not going to be for all of you, though. For some of you, though, you might just feel like you're stuck. Like you're not making physical progress yet. For a lot of you in October. Especially early October. And that's okay, alright? It's not going to come immediately for everyone, so don't be alarmed if, the resolution isn't like an overnight ending. What's this? 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be some chaos. Called it with Abigor here. Abigor wants you to be very logical. You know, definitely ditch this Knight of Cups in reverse energy if you can. Try your best, no matter what, to be as logical and strategic as possible when dealing with other people. Because there may be some chaos around you, and you don't need that shit. The Magician. Okay, later October, that may be when some of your manifestations start to come in. I don't know why that's... Or that might be when you start taking your manifestations seriously, if you haven't been thus far in October. Also, Chariot in reverse, you know, these two cards together, I'm definitely feeling like some kind of out of control energy. And I know that's going to be hard for a lot of you guys to hear, because really the only thing you can control is yourself. And that's going to be really frustrating to deal with, and I'm sorry this is happening to you. Oh my god. But these creative slumps that you've been going through, I do sense by the end of October this is going to come to an end. I think retrograde, if you're one of those people who have problems during retrograde, if astrology is real, I don't know. For all I know, it's not. But yeah, I think that ends October 9th, was it? I don't know. But I think things are going to get a lot more clear for you by the end of October, which is great. Just in time for Halloween, right? Spirit guides, what about Halloween? We love Halloween. Okay, Knight of Wands. It's not bad. So when things don't automatically go your way, sometimes you just want to give up, you know. But you are close to the end, you know. It's the 9. 9 out of 10. You're almost there. Alright? So by the end of October, if it's not there yet, it's almost there, whatever you're manifesting. So just keep your chin up, keep working, it'll all be over soon. I don't know if that was supposed to fall out or not. Fucking... Spirit guides. Is this card supposed to be reversed? Okay, I'm thinking yes, okay. We got a 3 of Wands in reverse. I don't know when. I don't know when this is because I didn't even ask a fucking question yet. But we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna roll with it because that's what I do. Usually, sometimes. I don't know. Actually, I'm pretty bad about rolling with things. I'm a bit of a control freak in case you haven't noticed. So I am seeing setbacks, which is not a good vibe. I don't like the vibe of setbacks. They make me really angry. Like the nerve of backs to set. I'm not a fan. Oh, did I mention? I don't think I mentioned the name of the deck I was reading from. Hold on, they're all stacked up like Jenga blocks. I am reading with the Crow Tarot, so if you really vibe with this, there will be a link in the description for all the decks I'm using, okay? If there isn't a setback, it may be just that your heart isn't in it. Spirit guides. What about November? Okay, that was fast. The 2 of Wands. Yay. Okay, so anytime we have a 2, it's balance. You know, we see travel, life-changing decisions, that sort of thing. New experiences. Yeah, I think by November, the things are gonna feel a lot more clearly. Some of you may mood swing a lot. So yeah, this might be when you start to get out of your comfort zone a bit. But I'm thinking the comfort zone might just be the real you being out of your comfort zone. Okay, so what about like ending of November? What are we gonna expect the end of November? Let's hurry it up because we still have a love reading after this. 7 of Pentacles in fucking reverse. Are you fucking my ass right now, you fucking asshole? I don't like this. Sorry, Okay, so there may be a result that wasn't what you expected. Because the 7 of Pentacles, it's kind of like you've reaped your reward. But unfortunately, it's in reverse. So you're gonna get rewarded, but it's not gonna be in the way you expected. And my control freak ass is screaming right now. I do not like this for you. I do not like this for you at all. I don't think that's the end of your equinox, though. Spirit guys, what about, like... Okay, the Hanged Man. So it's something... It might take some getting over. Actually, it wasn't reversed. I don't know. It was kind of on its side. So I don't think it's going to be that negative. I mean, you might really be struggling with that lack of control. Obviously, I think if you let the universe take reins and try not to be too controlling about the result you get and getting that exact result, it'll be a lot easier to take. Because a lot of times our blessings come to us, but they don't come to us in the exact way we want, and that can be really disappointing. What about the end? And of course, this timeline, it might not be exact like this for you. The order might be jumbled around, so we're just trying our best to vibe for the general. The Moon in reverse. Okay. Things might start to feel a bit hazy through November. You might not be sure, you might not have it might be harder to trust your intuition, for example. Things might seem dark, scary, and confusing, and you just... Frack. What about, like, later? Man, rough times, man. No, the reversals are different in every deck, so I'm gonna look up the reversals. Well, the meaning the book gives is, when reversed, the Six of Swords indicates that you are reluctant and unprepared to commit to change. You may be holding on to habits of the past that will not let you fully move on. Okay. Well, anyway, that was kind of the vibe I was getting earlier. Sort of. Not exactly with a habit, though it may be a habit for some of you that's holding you back. That habit, actually, it may be a habit. It may be negative self-talk and stuff like that. It may be hard to... Like, you know what you need to do to get success, but you're having a hard time making a clean break from that, and that's why I'm seeing this up and down energy throughout this equinox. It's because over time, it can be hard to fully commit to your goal of bettering yourself and being nice to yourself and all those things. It can be really difficult. I'm speaking from experience here. It can be really, really hard to like yourself or to be your unfiltered self and to keep that momentum going and to keep consistent effort every day. So remember the routine thing that we were talking about earlier with the corset, the clock, or whatever it was. I think it was the corset and the clock around when I was talking about that. Keep a good routine. What else am I seeing here? Page of Swords. Okay, pages... Well, this one's not reversed, at least. I like this. It's a crow carrying a sword. I mean, what a dope-ass card, okay? A crow carrying a sword. I like this. Now, pages, they deliver messages. I don't know if that's what a page does in real life, but in cards, they deliver messages. And, yeah, definitely don't delay taking action. I think that by the end of November... You're gonna be more in this mood to take action, but you can skip, like, this whole journey if you want. Tarot tip, whatever the reader says is gonna happen, you can always be like, no. That's what the point is of these readings. That's why I don't hold back on saying negative things. Did this candle burn out already? Well, rest in fucking peace. That's why I don't hold back. You can skip, like, all of this. It's gonna be unrealistic and difficult to, like, make a complete... 180 overnight and then just do everything perfectly, but at some point, if you don't want this to last throughout all of November, take more affirmative action more quickly and shit, So pages are like, their movement, their energy, and their communication. So things, I think they're going to be a lot more smooth around this time for some reason. I feel like it'll be easier by this time. It may just be because you've gone through this long journey. But, with consistent practice, even if you mess up a couple times, you can always bounce back. Alright, now we're on the beginning of December. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. Could be better. I see a lot of preparing and shy. Oh no. Well, that's not bad. We have the Seven of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. That's a good pair. Seven of Wands. Now these messages are a little abstract, so I admit my ass has been looking through the book trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. But it says that a crow is defending his territory at the top of the mountain. I guess I kind of see it. And that the below crows are eager to knock him down and take his spot. Oh, yeah, this is these jealous bitches again. Yeah, so the closer you get to your goals, the bigger dicks the people around you are going to be. So just be prepared for that. Not everyone's going to be happy for you. Some people are going to be mad that you're thriving. And like, ugh, I hate that so much. I hate that so much. Oh my god, no. But yeah, keep up with this self-confidence, you know, keep up with this full moon and, I'm sorry, new moon in Leo. Keep up with that, alright? And it'll be a lot harder when the more people, or should I say the less people refuse to support you, or the more people aggravate you, the more difficult it can be. But like, again, Abigor, keep your cool, man. Keep your cool, alright? And remember, if you've made it to the top, people, they'll tell you you don't deserve to be there. Okay, they will tell you you don't deserve to be up here. Because they want you down there with them. But you made it up there because you deserve it. You know, you went through this whole journey, or you're going to be going through this whole journey. And once you get there, you're going to deserve it. And it's because of all the hard work you put in. People will tell you you don't deserve it. You do. Alright, people will tell you you're not good enough to be there. You are. So don't let any imposter syndrome take you over, alright? Whatever you achieve, even if it's just something not entirely tangible yet, trust me, once you get there, people will notice. You might not think they will, but they will. They'll notice and they want you down. Just ignore those people. I know that can be really hard, especially those of you who like to defend yourselves. I know some people are more like the, you know, just don't react to others, like whatever, just shut up and ignore them, whereas others want to bite back and bite someone's head off. Just try your best to avoid that, because then you're just giving in to their energy. Whatever you do though, however you respond, don't dwell on it. And, you know, just, I mean, feel sorry for them, because they seem like pathetic crows, okay? These are pathetic crows. You're the boss crow, man. You're the boss crow. You're the head honcho crow. Head haunch crow. Oh, that's a Pokemon, isn't it? Okay. Now we have this Page of Pentacles here around the same time, and these cards are paired together. I felt like drawing two for some reason. I just felt very strongly about that. And like, I think by this point, you know, I think this is when you're going to get those answers you need. The answers you need are coming. I think that's around November, sometime in November. That's when those answers are coming. You're going to be really clear at this point what you want. Yeah, I get it. Yes, that's absolutely it. Around this time, it'll become clear to you what you want in your life. Not really getting anything else off of it, but yeah, once it becomes clear what you want, even if the exact thing you're trying to manifest has not come to you yet by this time, which it might not, it's going to vary from group to group. Other people, yeah, they're going to be able to notice just by your energy being different, and they're going to be seething the fuck mad. Your haters are going to be seething the fuck mad, but you know what? That's why they're haters. Fuck them. What about December? Or was I reading for December? I was reading for December, wasn't I? Not November. Well, whatever. I lied. That happens, bish. Alright. Late December. Let's get this over with, because we've been recording for like an hour now, and I haven't done the love reading yet. Ba-bum, ba-bum. Actually, we'll do the love endings later. Fuck love. I'll do a whole new pile for love. Oh, yay! Oh my god. Bitch, it's the Six of Wands. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the conclusion to your December. Like, by December 21st, by the end of this equinox, I really see you coming out on top with this Six of Wands. I was hoping I would draw this. Oh my god, victory. I was so hoping I would draw this card. This is the victory card. This is, you know... Yeah, see, they're gonna sense... This card actually technically comes after. This is the 7, but... See, they're going to know you're gonna get here before you have any idea you're gonna get there. They're gonna know first, and they are going to be livid. Absolutely livid about your success before you even get there. So do not let them... You get the point. Just keep going. Just keep on moving. Because it'll just... You know, Fuck these bitches. Fuck them. Hate them. Who cares? They're losers. And I'm just repeating myself at this point. I really want to hammer home this victory for you. It doesn't feel right to just end the reading after this shit sludge that you went throughout this whole reading. Yes, we have a happy fucking ending for once. Oh my God. I almost never get these in tarot readings. Oh my God. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Maybe it's because I don't do a lot of them. Oh, yes. Such good energy. Yes. Okay. Yes, okay. Whew, thank God. Well, we've been filming for about an hour now. Oh, shoot. I am so happy for you guys. Oh my God. Like, this is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad somebody is coming out on top. So yeah, again, if you want to buy this, I'll have the link in the description. It is the Crow Tarot. It's a gift for me from Aoife. I really love it. I really vibe with it. Big fan of this boy. I'm gonna put the others in just the mug for now. I don't feel like putting them away. I'll get to it. Okay, I think the second one was You Witchy Bitches right here. Put you back. Hello, pile 2. Let's look at your little... Okay, we got blue quartz, so creativity, expression, and peace. Nice. And rhodonite, I suppose. So forgiveness, love, and emotional healing. Interesting. So yeah, this pile. So you might want to get these stones. You might be able to find them on Etsy or whatever. Put them in your pocket, put them under your pillow, put them by your desk. You know what to do. You'll figure it out. And we also have our Demonology Tarot. I just got this at 5 and Below, by the way. Demonology. Demon Tarot. That's what it's called. The Demon Tarot. Ariana Osborne. If any of you end up really vibing with this and want to pick it up. Or maybe you think it's creepy. If you think it's creepy, I promise I'm not going to be creepy about it now. Anyway, let's see. We got Nibis and Nikar. I don't like these words, especially not together. I'll be honest, I don't like these words, especially not together. We're gonna ignore that. Okay, so this dude here, this bitch, is the fallen Babylonian god of wisdom who was once called Nabu. He does not hold a position of respect in hell, although he is in charge of visions and dreams. Okay. Sounds like a sad sort. And this bro here, also known as Nyx, apparently. They're spirits of the river, lakes, and oceans of Europe. Although they may sometimes be mischievous or cruel, they have been known to save drowning men. Okay, interesting. Let's find out what the book says about these. I'm just gonna look these bitches up. See, I think it's in alphabetical order. Dude, look at Fur. I love Fur. Okay, anyway. I don't like this. Okay, so this dude, I'm not saying his name, it just gives, I don't like it. Okay, the divination. Focus on taking necessary precautions and respecting powerful outside influences. Interesting. Alright, yeah, and sometimes they save the children, the drowning bitches. Alright, so sometimes they save drowning people. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. It says, however, sailing, fishing, and exploration were a very important part of human life back at this time. So the risks of confronting the voids had to be weighed against the benefits of fresh food and new discoveries. Far more stories focus on their ability to lure. Okay. So this is interesting. These creatures can apparently either save drowning... Alright, so apparently these have been known to give you safe passage across water or save drowning children, but they also are more known for luring sailors into rocks and rapids, so... Youch. And for the divination, it says, focus on taking necessary precautions and respecting powerful outside influences. So, okay, I'm just going to take this as a surrender to the universe thing. And what about this other dude here? It's quite possible that as the conductor of dreams and visions in hell, this dude is not taken seriously for the same reason that we humans sometimes scoff at daydreamers or those people who always seem to be off in their visions of the future. However, there is no questioning that we sometimes also speak of dreams with respect. People who have dream of great things can aspire many as leaders to vision. Blah blah blah. Dreamers, they're fools. Dreamers, they're visionaries. And for divination, focus for dreams with inspiring visions and relaxing daydreams and knowing the difference between the two. Okay, this is going to be an interesting reading. Especially with this, forgiveness card here. It might be, what I'm getting the vibe here, some of you, and this isn't going to be all of you, some of you are having a hard time forgiving somebody who did not believe in you. Let's see what we got for the Moonology. Work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. I'm sure you've heard that like 1,000 times. Nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. Look at the bigger picture. Please don't click out on me. I promise I'm a friend to artists. There's a way to make it work, okay? Prosperity lies ahead, see, and communication is key. Okay, these aren't in any particular order. I'll figure out the order later, probably once we get to the tarot portion of this video. It seems like you've been doing something fruitlessly. Maybe some communication errors. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of you are big dreamers, like really big dreamers. It may be a creative pursuit, it may not be, but... Here are your Asylum Oracle cards. The Asylum Oracle for Emily Autumn. The last group had like 20 of these, and they were like all across, but only 2 fell out for you. Thank the fucking God. Okay, and you got the tea leaf and the red cloth. This is the only one that's colored. That is so cool. Okay, I'm gonna read these now, because this might offer me some more clarity on your situation. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that, with this blue quartz here, I'm definitely getting that your guys are creatives. That you have a lot of emotional healing you need to do, and that you can do that through your creativity, by the way. You can make whatever creative pursuit your job, or perhaps that's not what you want to do for a living, but there's some kind of dream you have, I think. And I think a lot of people think you're destined to fail just by virtue of the fact that you have dreams, and their dreams didn't work out for them, so they're taking it out on you. So, they're losers. Ignore them, really. I mean, that's such big loser energy. Telling other people they're gonna fail, that because they failed, you'll fail. That's big loser energy. Anyone who says that is a total loser, and you shouldn't listen to them. And in fact, just like every time they talk, just kind of tune them out if you have to. Especially if they've said it like 1,000 times and they won't stop yabbering with their mouth. Just ignore them, or at least don't take it to heart. Now, I'm going to read here because I really love the way Emily writes, and it's just so beautiful that I'm going to read from the book. Every time I read with these cards, I always read from the book. So with the tea leaf, we have soothing, stimulating, enlightenment, and awakening. A common tool for divination within the asylum, the tea leaf gives nourishment of a different kind, an awakening of the senses, a gentle nudging of the spirit toward expansion. Before you is a delicate china cup filled with clear, steaming water. You turn your face upwards to watch the tea leaf fluttering down to you. As she lands in the water, her delicate green flushes more vivid. You lift the cup with both hands and gaze into the coloring blue. The tea leaf knows that you have a question for her. She tells you that you may ask now, and you do. She replies that you will receive your answer when you drink, but that the sooner you do, so the sweeter your answer will be, though it may be lacking some detail, whilst the longer you allow her to brew, and the more bitter might the flavor become, yet the more complete the answer. The water is turning a deeper jade now, and when you feel it is time, you lift your cup to your lips and drink. As you swallow, your intuition is stimulated, and you are able to see the answer forming peacefully in your mind. If you desire more detail, you may drink again. Whew, that was neat. I feel like that was a little bit of an understatement there. Ooh, that was neat. I just like have nothing else to add. I'm like, oh, that's neat. I will go into more detail later. Okay, I promise, dudes. So then we have this red cloth here. I love this card so much. It means victory, freedom, and empowerment. In the Asylum story, that's the Asylum for Wayward Victorian Girls. That's the book that she bases her cards off of. It's a really cool book. It's like part autobiography of her time stuck in the psych ward, but it also goes into this kind of a dating dream sequence of like her alter ego, Emily with a Y, who's stuck in a Victorian era psych ward, so an asylum. Anyway, that's all you need to know about it. So in the Asylum story, the red cloth first appears as the fabric in which a 5-year-old Emily with a Y wraps her precious violin. Later, the cloth appears again as the red flag the grown Emily with Y waves as she and her fellow inmates battle the doctors and take back the asylum for themselves, a symbol of freedom and victory. The red cloth now belongs to you. She is like silk in your hands. You raise the cloth above your head, and she unfurls in a sudden gust of wind, becoming far longer than you imagined she was. As the sky splits open with a crack of lightning. Okay, I just want to say right now, a lot of you have already achieved some sort of great creative feat, and the other people around you just are not taking you seriously. I also saw 1111 in the viewfinder just now, because we recorded for like 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Yeah, and other people, they are minimizing your successes. They're not taking you seriously, and that is very unfortunate, and it just, I'm kind of pissed off for you. For others, this is a warning that even if you do achieve victory over your dreams, other people, they're not going to take you seriously because they don't even, they're just not creative. They don't even, or they failed, and they just can't appreciate you. They do not have the capacity to appreciate you. Like, ouch, that makes me so mad for you guys. I'm so sorry. Anyway. You want to shout, to scream a magnificent battle cry, and perhaps you do. You wave the red cloth in the air now, whipping it wildly, and it responds like a living thing, dancing with you. And it is in this moment that you realize you are free. You always have been free, for the wild spirit that you are could never have been caged, not in Ward A, not in Ward B, not in any cell, in any asylum in the world. You are free. You are free. You are free. Because always remember... Now, I haven't read your tarot cards yet, so I'm not sure exactly if this pile yet has achieved that. I feel like you've achieved more than you think. That might be because why I can't really get a handle on it. Like, there's yet more you want to achieve with your dreams. But even though you've accomplished things in the past, still no one believes in you. Like, depending on what you do, maybe you paint digitally or traditionally, maybe you want to go to art school, maybe you graduated art school, or whatever. Maybe you're, of course I want to say violinist because I just read from here, whatever, a musician, a singer. There's so many different types of art, dance, and I feel like you've achieved a lot, and just nobody's seeing it. Communication is key. Yeah. Well, definitely with this prosperity lies ahead card right here, as long as you consistently keep working at whatever it is you are working toward, I do definitely think prosperity lies ahead for you. But also, we also have the full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. So maybe it could be possible that this might be that they're just really bad communicators, and what they really want you to know, especially if this is like your parents or somebody who does have your best mind. Sorry, I'm scratching my nose. It itches really bad. But yeah, if this is somebody like that has dominion over you, like a parent or a grandparent or just your family or whatever, I'm getting family vibes more than anything. Or friends. It could also be friends as well, if you have like really protective parental like friends. Your dreams need a practical plan. Now, does that mean you need a backup plan? Not really. I mean, let's just be honest here. Let's say worse comes to worse. There's always retail. Anyone can do that. I mean, teenagers do it. If teenagers can do it, anyone can do that, okay? Like, no offense to teenagers, it's just... I'm just saying, like, you don't necessarily need a life skill. So even if your creative dreams go completely kaput, it's not like there's no place for you in the world and you will be completely and utterly screwed for the rest of your life, okay? So it's not that I'm saying get a backup plan, even if they're saying that. It's just that you need a practical plan. So if you want to be an artist, you need to work on, okay, where's my money going to come from? If you are a singer, you need to work on, okay, where's the money going to come from? Because unfortunately, we are stuck in this capitalist society. Just about everywhere in the world is capitalist. I mean, it may not be that way for you, but for most of my viewers are in America, so capitalism. So whatever it is you want to do for a living, make sure you prioritize making that how you make your living. And come up with a really good, solid plan. Work really hard on it. I want you to do that for me this equinox. Work really hard on your plan for making your dreams reality. You know, there are a lot of people that fail, but that's because this is something a lot of people want to do. And you know why they fail? It's because it's not because they're not good, it's not because they're not talented, it's not because they didn't bring something for the world, it's because they didn't have a practical plan. So all you need to do to get that prosperity, the prosperity lies ahead for you. You just have to get a practical plan for that prosperity. And I see green, you got the green light. For some reason that just popped into my head. You have the green light. Okay, Spirit is saying go ahead, go for it. Alright, and not like as a threat or anything. I don't know why I specified that. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna move on because I'm sounding stupid now. So yeah, nothing will come of this situation. You know, I'm reading these together. Nothing will come of this situation unless you look at the bigger picture, which you are stuck in this capitalist shit, alright? It may have been that you haven't really had any kind of tangible success yet. Or your tangible success has been kind of limited. But that's just because you haven't looked at the bigger picture yet. You haven't... Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm seeing these together. Yeah, we have forgiveness, love, and emotional healing. Now, we all have our baggages and our problems and stuff. You see, I think this look at the bigger picture... I think these are separate. This is separate. Now for this, I forgot this message from earlier. Sorry, I was going to say this earlier and I totally forgot, so I'm going to say it now. Don't steep yourself too long in these people's negativity. That's just a message that came to me. But also... Yeah, also another connection I saw with the tea leaf. It may be unpleasant. The longer you plan, the more unpleasant it's going to feel. Nobody likes doing the business side of art. It is dry, it is boring, nobody enjoys it. But the longer you steep in that, the better off it's going to work. The better it's going to work, you know, results and stuff. So back to this. Yeah, nothing is going to come out of you feeling any kind of self-doubt or self-loathing. That's not a constructive emotion. And holding on to the bitterness, those bitter words that come from people who don't believe in you, nothing will come of that. Nothing's going to come of that. Nothing is going to come in fearing that you're going to fail. you're not going to fail. As long as you have a good, solid plan, you can't fail. And even if you do fail, is that really failure? Like, if you created something beautiful and wonderful that will endure the test of time and exist forever, that's not failure. It's not failure. And I feel like non-artistic people don't even understand, really. This is definitely my artsy-fartsy ass pile. Yeah, look at the bigger picture. So try to get out of your headspace every time you have a thought. Is that thought... I want you to monitor your thoughts a bit. Like, is this thought really helping you succeed? Or is this thought just holding you back from your dreams? Because if you listen to these naysayers, especially the naysayer inside of yourself, you know, things will just get worse and worse and worse and worse. I promise you. And it'll snowball. I'm really drawn to these two cards together for sure. This forgiveness, love, and emotional healing. You know, look at the bigger picture. You need forgiveness, love, and emotional healing. So yeah, as much as it can kind of... I mean, it pisses me off when people don't believe in me. So I'm like pissed off on your behalf. I'm like offended on your behalf right now. Communication is key. Yeah, I'll try to make peace with these people. They really do love you, I get the impression. I'm not getting the haters vibe off of this, though. You probably have haters too. Let's just be honest. Anytime anyone's worth anything, they're gonna give hate vibes and crap. But yeah, if this is like a struggle you're having with your family, your friends not believing in you, try to forgive them, you know, try to make peace with them, and try to communicate. You know, let them know how you feel. You don't have to, like, take it lying down. Okay, I feel like I haven't really been reading that long, but I'm going to get into your tarot cards. And the deck I am reading from, I will link to this below, is the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Chris Ann. Is that like one person, like Chris Ann? Or, okay, my throat really hurts, guys. I have got to take a water break, but I will be back for your tarot cards. I'm back, witches. Okay, what messages do we have for October? How's October gonna go? How's October going for these witches? Four of Swords. Oh, love it. Nap vibes. So Four of Swords is rest. You may be resting. You may have gone through something difficult and you just need to take a fucking nap. Also with Four of Swords, I think that's like the fun with friends card too. It may be time to recharge a bit, I think. I see you recharging at the start of this equinox. Well, let me check. I'm starting to feel doubt, so I'm just gonna check in the book. Yes. Heads, deep rest, a time for grounding and connecting with your soul, gifting yourself permission to be unproductive. Hobbies, yeah. Hobbies that fill you with joy. Yeah, I see you creating something more for your personal self to recharge during this time. I don't even know why I double checked. I know what it is. I just doubt myself a lot. You might do that too. Sometimes I pick up on other people's energies. So I am seeing self-doubt in this, because the only time it really gets to somebody when others doubt them is if they're looking for approval from others. So you're probably looking for approval from others, and that's where that self-doubt is coming from. I really think for most of the people who pick this group, that your friends or family or whoever's doing this has your best interest at heart, but they might not be communicating that effectively. So you're just going to need to express your inner self. You know, communication is key. Express it carefully. And always remember, when you're working on a creative project, take some time to make things that you enjoy too. Strength. Yeah, that's how you'll find your strength, is through recharging. These cards are so cute. Yeah, because you can't just force it all. If you want to endure in the long haul, you need to take a break every now and then. And it feels ridiculous sometimes to take breaks. It's like, really? Oh, I should be working, or at least that's how I am, because I'm a total workaholic. But don't be so stubborn as a bull, one-track minded, that you forget to relax. What's coming out here? Okay, Two of Pentacles. During this time, your finances may be a little out of whack, you know, at the start of the equinox. So we're talking like September 22nd, around there. So the last week of September, pretty much. You know, things might feel a little meh. Yeah, definitely just some out of balance with your finances, but it'll probably pick back up. Yeah, it'll pick back up. Besides, it's green. Like the Taurus, both these are green. So from this break, you may feel, oh my god, I'm not doing anything productive yet, but it'll pay off later, trust me. You can't work yourself till you... What about like the very tail end of September? The star. Okay, yeah. Take care of yourself now. And the star is a really good omen too. The star is great. Yeah, as long as you take care of yourself and rest, I really see you like conquering all these fears and crap. Now what about October? The beginning of October, we got two. We got the Empress and the Emperor. Is this a creative partnership? Because usually when these fall out together, we got a lot of major arcana too. So I really think you're on the right path for your soul. Especially since I saw 11:11 on the clock earlier. I really think that what you're working on now is going to be so great for you. It's part of your life purpose. Some of you may be in a music duo or a group or a band. Some sort, maybe you're a singer with a producer or something. I don't know. But I'm really seeing a partnership for a lot of you. So if you are in this partnership, if you are in a partnership, and this isn't for everyone, but if you are, definitely be sure, always remember, communication is key, and blue quartz. You know, express yourselves creatively, and express yourselves peacefully when working with others. Some of you, if you're like, if this is kind of resonating with you, but you don't know why because you're not in a partnership, this may mean that you're meeting like some kind of a creative soulmate sometime around October. And by the way, the times may not be exact for everyone. This is, you know, a general reading and there's going to be a lot of people here. But yeah, if it resonates for some of you, if you're trying to like manifest a partner to work with or something, they may be coming in for you around this time, maybe not. It depends. Yeah, also the Empress is a really creative card. I'm thinking you're this Empress. Yeah, I always associate... Talk. I associate the Empress with creativity always, especially since she's pregnant most decks. And this one, she's actually... Well, you know, she's a bird, so she has a little birdling. What are those called? What are baby birds called? Hatchling, I think that's it, on her lap. And childbirth, you know, that... The childbirth in the Empress card, that always symbolizes, like, creativity, usually, unless you're trying to get pregnant. Which, I mean, if you are trying to get pregnant, that might be a good sign, but I feel like most of you probably are not trying to get pregnant. Anyway, she can also... the Empress and the Emperor can also represent, a romantic partnership, by the way. Quite often, they do represent romantic partners. And if none of this is resonating for you, it could also just mean, like, success in business. Especially with the star. Oh, and also with the star, I am getting social media attention coming in for you. If that's something you've been working toward, I mean, if it's not, don't worry. I don't think somebody's going to make a social media profile of you without your permission and upload you to the internet if that's not something you want. But yeah, I am seeing social media attention here. This is some, like, really big star crap for this group. Like, wow, I'm kind of jealous. Because I think my group was the first one. I think my group might have been the cat one. And that was, like, a long, hard road until the winter. Alright. Spirit guides, can I have some more for, November? Wait, what month were we on? No, we were in October. We're in October still. How about, like, late October? Anything else we should know about other than a potential partnership forming or whatever? Yes, what is October for the witches? Oh, no, the Hanged Man. Stop giving me major arcana. I know there are cards in here other than major arcana. You are kidding me now. You are kidding me. You are vile. I'm tired of all these major arcana. Oh my god. Like, major arcana are just, like, a big deal, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like the Hanged Man, honestly, because it's like letting the universe take control, and I'm not a fan of that. You know, it's spiritual lessons, it's enlightenment, and it's letting go. For some of you, you're, like, listening to me talk right now, and you're like, oh my god. You must be the most high-strung person ever. I don't get you. But yeah, you seem to be more of a, I don't want to say impractical, but I'm seeing these colors here. You may be more the type to let go. You artsy-fartsy bitches. What about toward the tail end of November? I'm not seeing anything bad. Just, don't, as long as you're not falling out of touch with, your practical plan, I don't see a problem here, honestly. And it's not in reverse. Like, almost none of these, except for maybe some financial instability toward the beginning of the equinox. We haven't had any reversals yet. Knight of Swords. What month were we on? Were we on October or November? You see, in another one of my decks, the Knight of Swords means it's useless to go further, but that one's like at a tombstone, and that's the one I usually read with, so I'm going to refresh myself. I'm going to open the book, even though it makes me look like an unprofessional loser when I have the book open. There's a lot of cards to remember, and I use a lot of oracle cards, so sometimes I just kind of, what's that again? Yeah, that sounds more Knight of Swordsy. I think the other deck I usually use is kind of weird. So, a fast thinker, wit, ambition, the analytical mind, great problem solver, fast action. That's what I'm getting from this, more the fast action. I'm still a little lost though. Spirit guides, can I have some clarifier? Why is the Knight of Swords here? Okay, they gave me 2 clarifiers. Because the Magician is reversed. Oh, another major arcana. And the King of Swords is reversed. Okay. Alright, so there may be some things that happen that are a little beyond your control. Maybe due to a hole in your planning from earlier. Maybe some words were said that shouldn't have been said. Maybe somebody opened their fat mouth and they really shouldn't have opened their fat mouth, but they did it anyway. And, like, it may seem like something's falling through. So take action swiftly. You know, don't let this fester. Use your words. Communication is key. Remember, communication is key. Make peace. Don't let things go too off the rails. And you should be fine. I'm not seeing anything like hugely major. Just there may be a situation that comes up later. Because, you know, I see the King of Swords, especially reversed like this. I see him as a witty figure who, you know, chooses his words carefully. But if it's reversed, you know, sloppy words might get said. Take heed. Do not do the sloppy words. We don't need sloppy words. And with the Magician, you know, the Magician, I always think manifestation. You know, taking these dreams and making them practical. This thing that I came up with earlier, like people not respecting you and your life choices and your choice to live creatively or would pursue whatever creative endeavor you have been, that might rear its ugly head at some point. You know, they might not see your value immediately, but, you know, just whatever. People will be like that. So just try to make peace, try to move through it. You know, you could achieve the world and some people still will not believe in you. But it really matters, all that matters is that you believe in yourself. So guys, what about November? Have we reached November yet? 3 of Wands, so a journey. It might be a physical journey. Let's see, I'm connecting it with... where are you? Where are you? Yeah, this might be a spiritual journey for some of you. It might be a physical journey if that resonates. You might be traveling. I think there are a lot of musicians in this pile too. I don't know why that popped up. Some of you might be performing out of town or going to some kind of art show out of town. It's very much relevant to your emotional healing. Whether it's a physical journey or not, it's very relevant to, like, your personal business. You know, I think for most people, you know what I think this is? I think for most people, this is some kind of spiritual journey. Like, whether you're physically going somewhere or not, it's for your healing. And since it's for your healing, it's part of your bigger picture. What about, like, mid-November, guys? Mid-November from my pile. More November for the witches. Mid-November for the witches. Okay, Ace of Cups might be a new love for some of you. Ace of Cups is good news. Cups can also be creativity. Excuse me. There might be... I think things will simmer down for sure by now if they haven't. You know, if there was some drama, because I was sensing some major drama. Did not like that drama. But it's temporary. Thank God. Oh my God. You might also spark something new, but I don't know what this wants to come out. Here, my boy, what's up? 5 of Cups. Oh, no. I don't like the 5 of Cups. There might be some cry too. Or it may be that you're starting a new project to release some kind of emotion that's been holding you back so you can get over it, you know, taking some time to cry. But I'm not sensing anything major. The 5 of Cups isn't like a huge catastrophe coming, so don't worry about that. What about the tail end of November? Well, I wanted to flip it this way. Whatever. I don't think it matters what way we flip it. I'm going to read it the same either way. Because we have this rabbit in the hair. The rabbit in the hair. Oh my God. The rabbit in the hair. Don't tell anyone I said that. Don't tell the other groups I said that. Okay, the tortoise and the hare. Shh, it's our secret, guys. It's our secret. Remember, communication is light. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Be the King of Swords. Don't tell anyone. So, tortoise and the hare. If you remember the story of the tortoise and the hare, you know, naturally is going to be faster than the tortoise, right? But the tortoise still wins the race. Why did the tortoise win the race? Because the tortoise took slow, steady steps, whereas the hare got distracted and ran around and did a bunch of other crap, thinking, oh, it can't possibly lose. It had too big of an ego. So, the question I want you to ask yourself... Actually, no, we don't need to do that. We don't need introspection. Just... I'm going to tell you now, be the tortoise. It's better to be the tortoise. So, don't burn yourself out. Don't work until you burn yourself out. Keep working steadily. And if you get distracted by another project, don't do that. Still work on the other one. Slow and steady wins the race. You got 3 of Cups. Maybe a romantic situation for some of you. Like there may be a third party in your relationship or some kind of temptation or something. But that's not necessarily true, and that won't be sure for all of you. So if that doesn't resonate, like, don't panic. I promise you, don't panic. It might not be a huge love triangle. I just see that in the 3 of Cups, but it also could be that you're getting a little too distracted partying with friends, and there's not a lot of creativity going on. It just depends. Anything else the hare can be? 5 of Pentacles. Okay, others of you may think of changing careers. Again, these are just possible things, by the way. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. These are just possible. You know, some of you may be thinking about changing to a more secure job because you're anxious for the future. But always keep taking those steady steps no matter what. And 6 of Wands. Okay, some of you, this is just a sign you are making steady steps and you will receive victory. So if you are, 6 of Wands is our victory card. I was really happy when I drew this for the last pile. The first one, excuse me. Let's be. I'm trying to do a reading right now. Let's be. I don't want you in my lap right now. I'm trying to do a reading. Cat's trying to get my lap. But yeah, for others of you, this card is just here to show you that... Oh my god, and all this green, too. Yeah, as long as you keep taking slow, steady steps, and you have your practical plan, prosperity lies ahead. There's a victory for you. Butsby! Oh my god, go away! I'm trying to do a reading! Alright, what about December? Yeah, well, I mean, most of you have probably already succeeded by November, so anyway, what do we have in December? 2 of Swords. Aw, Mina like you. 2 of Swords, especially in reverse, that's like stagnation. That's like nothing is happening. You feel like nothing is happening and it's driving you crazy. Oh my god. I feel that for you. Oh my god. I hate that. I hate that feel. But just remember, just keep working at it. You may not see results immediately, but it's coming for you. I don't know when. If it doesn't come by then, you may think it's not coming. I get that really strong. Like, some of you will get to this point in the month and that won't happen for you, and you'll feel like it's never going to happen. But that's just your anxiety lying to you, because prosperity lies ahead. You just need your practical plan for your dreams and keep moving steady every day. All right, anything else for November? I'm sorry, we're on December now. We're on December, that's right. December for the witches. Spirit guides, anything else for December? Don't make me end it on the Two of Swords. I will be so pissed. Oh, so you ended on death in reverse because I said no Two of Swords? Clarifier for death, please. Oh, and then you pop up a bunch of cards at me. Can this reading not end? Okay. Oh my god, more major arcana. Spirit, you're driving me crazy. Spirit, you're driving me crazy. You must be at an important part in your life, because Spirit is driving me crazy right now. Crazy. Okay, King of Wands. Judgment. Six of Cups in reverse. Oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed right now. I am so overwhelmed right now. Okay, you may definitely feel like other people are absolutely not helping you right now. Because Death in reverse, that's like another major arcana, and so is Judgment. Those are both major arcana. Knock knock. I'm sorry, Butsby. You're being a major bitch right now is what you are being. Just so you know. Like, if you didn't know you were being a major bitch, you're actually being a major bitch right now. Okay. So, like, with Death, I feel like you're really still holding on to this lack of support. This lack of belief, you know, in you, and these negative attachments, and you're not wanting to change. And that might be, you know, other people may be sensing this insecurity in you, this reverse Two of Swords. And you may feel like they're really, really judging you. Anything else, though, for the end of December? Oh my god, I dropped it. Butsby, will you pick that card up for me? Butsby's not gonna do that, he's a cat. Is this reversed or nah? Okay, this is the end of the reading. I'm getting a yes on the pendulum. So the Two of Wands, is this reversed? Reversed for this reading. Okay. It fell like upside down on the ground, so I just wanted to be sure. So we're ending it off on Two of Wands in reverse, which is not really as bad as it sounds, just so you know. It's just like, yeah, it's just like a kind of a worry card. Worry about the future, you're stuck in your comfort zone, you don't want to take new steps to explore during this time, or you might think grass is greener on the other side. So yeah, I am seeing some downward momentum toward the end of this equinox, and I want you to make sure that you don't give in to that, because no matter how these people make you feel, there is success and it is lying ahead for you. You know, I got so many major arcana, and one of those major arcana, remember, is the Star. That's just about the best card you can get, is the Star. Okay, and it's right here. You know, this is a promise to you. Prosperity lies ahead. And you may not make the progress you want to make. You may not have your big break. Some of you will, and some of you will not have this big break, or you will have the big break and others will make you feel like it's not as big a break as it is. And I feel that for a lot of you, actually. And, you know, the best advice I can give you, the people who love us the most can also hurt us the most. And, you know what you can accomplish. Deep down, you know what you can accomplish. If you keep working at it, you know what you can accomplish. So don't let anybody drag you down. Alright, that's all I have for you. I've been talking for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next pile. Oh yeah, also another deck I used earlier that I don't think I showed you yet was Moonology. I'll have that linked below as well as all the other tarot decks that I used in this reading. So that way, if you want to check any of those out, you can do so. And yep, I'm going to move on to the next one. Alright, for those of you who chose the bats, this is your reading. We'll start with these little gems here. Okay, we have Amber. So that fossilized tree sap. And that is luck, courage, and self-confidence. And then we have Sardonyx, which I always think of that as like the soulmate rock. But anyway, it says happiness and stability to marriage and partnerships. If you're trying to manifest a soulmate, this is a great rock to have. And you know, luck, courage, self-confidence, who doesn't want that, really? Okay, so, oh, and I got this deck at 5 and below if you want it. It's just like rock playing cards. And now I'm gonna use the Demon Tarot. I don't really believe in demons, by the way. So we got Harborim and Malcolm. Sounds like Malcolm. Let's see, these are in alphabetical order, so we'll see H boy first. I can't pronounce like 80% of these. Guys, look at Fur. I always show everyone Fur when I see Fur. I love Fur. You see, I've gotten this guy before. It says he appears in the form of a handsome man. Does this look like a handsome man to you? Does this look like a handsome man to you? And he does not look like a handsome man to me. Anyway, his torch. He apparently sets stuff on fire. That's interesting. It says he's witty and intelligent. He will answer any question. He'll answer them truthfully and in good humor. Tendency toward distraction. Yeah, makes sense. You know, the torch. Blah, blah, blah. Delights in using his sharp tongue to cut down those who summon him and his friends and their friends and foes, alike. Blah, 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 blah. He's a jerk, basically. Beware of sharp wit and cunning becoming a destructive force if not tempered with consideration. Is it bad that I kind of see myself in this creature right here? Okay. Oh my god, Malphus. Look at Malphus. I love him. He must be a Goetia. Okay, anyway, we didn't get him. We're going on to Malcolm. Let's see. It may be an odd thing to consider hell having paychecks. It's this guy on the pay... Oh my god. He works in HR, doesn't he? He's the head of payroll. Oh my god. The HR demon. Malcolm in the middle. Okay. This is boring. I don't want to read it. Focus on budgeting and frugality. Oh, I hate this message. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, whatever. I need to stop whining. This is a lot of cards, but not as many cards as some of the groups got. Thank God, because I get bored. Oh, you got the fog. Not my favorite. The pit, also not my favorite. Okay, anyway, and the rosemary. That's a good herb for potatoes. That's not part of your reading. I just wanted to let you know rosemary is great on potatoes, in case you didn't know that. It's also good on chicken. This is mostly purple. I'm really mad at this green for throwing off the vibe. I'm throwing this card away. It's not part of the reading. We only have the purple. I'm kidding. Oh my god, Butsby, stop hitting me with your tail, you little jerk. Balance spirituality and practicality. Step out of your comfort zone. A time for healing. Have faith in your dreams and your commitment is being tested. Oh, yikes. There's some dicks in your midst. Oh my god. Okay. I'm a little lost now. You know, with this, your commitment is being tested. Have faith in your dream. I'm thinking you're not going through the best time right now and you're having a hard time believing in yourself, which, you know, mood. Big mood. There may also need to be a little more practical. You may have resonated with the previous 2 stacks. You may have had a really hard time picking because this seems to be kind of like very similar to both 1 and 2, where you're having a hard time believing in yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone, and you've been through some crap. But also there's a need to put some practicality in there. Budget. Like this. Well, anyway, every time I read with the Asylum Oracle, which is these cards down here. Oh, and this row right here is from the Moonology. So I will have links to all the decks I use in the description. Because, you know, sometimes you see a nice deck somebody's using and you're like, oh, what is that deck? I want it! And then you can't get it because they didn't tell you what the deck was. Anyway, with the Asylum Tarot, I always look through the book because they have great messages. So we're going to start with the Rosemary because that one's really first in the book. I mean, really earlier in the book. Whatever. I'm not braining right now. My mouth isn't making the right sounds and stuff. But anyway, memory, loyalty, devotion, invigoration. Okay. Where did I hear that before? Alright. Rosemary has long represented memory, as referenced famously by Ophelia in her Mad Scene. There's rosemary that's for remembrance, pray, love, remember. Its invigorating odor stirs the intellect and clears the mind, encouraging sharp visions of the past to manifest. And while the past can often seem a place we wish to escape from, we can choose to look back, spot the treasures among the dirt, and replant those memories at the forefront of our personal histories. The sprig of rosemary is in your hand now. You rub the spiky leaves between your fingers and release the stimulating green scent into the air. Hold the rosemary to your nose and inhale deeply. Then ask the rosemary to show you someone from your past, human or animal, who taught you something that helped make you who you are. Learn to talk. Crowman, learn to talk. A mist unfurls from within the leaves, and an image of this being takes shape. Meditate on what you have learned from them, and how you feel you can pass this knowledge to another. Feel gratitude rise within you until it is beaming from every pore. Then thank your teacher, and in loyal devotion, lay the sprig of rosemary at their feet. Okay, so definitely don't ruminate over the negativity. Try to find the positivity in your life and cling to that. And, at the very least, even negative experiences, take what you learned. Keep what you learned and then try your best to let it go. And I know that can be easier said than done because, you also got the pit. Let's look at that. A new beginning, hard work rewarded, courage to live the life you want. Why did I remember this being negative? I don't know. Maybe I just got this impression that you've been, stuck in the pit. The second I saw the pit, that's what I thought. Oh my god, this person's been stuck in the pit. But anyway, the death cart's nightly rounds. So when you see the shovel lying on the barren ground, you feel rather uneasy, but something draws you toward the splintered object, and you lift it, feeling its weight, studying its still sharp point. Then a voice speaks to you from deep within the ground. Dig, it says. You feel you must obey, so you sink the shovel into the earth and begin to dig. And for a moment you pause and ask what you are digging for. From the earth below you comes the voice again. Dig, it says. Without knowing why, you dig deeper and deeper until your arms are burning, and when you can no longer lift the shovel, you stop and look down the pit you have created. It seems impossibly deep now, and you are suddenly terrified of falling in. But even more shocking is what you see at the bottom, shining up at you. It's the thing you have been afraid to try, that leap you have been afraid to take, the dream you have longed to make real but didn't dare. You begin to back away, but the voice comes again. You realize that your voice is your own. Jump, you say, and then you do. Okay, a lot of you, I think, are going to need to take a leap of faith or are thinking about taking a leap of faith into something. These two, I think, are connected. I don't think it's a coincidence they ended up next to each other either. Step outside of your comfort zone. That's something you're going to have to do, I'm thinking. Okay. Next, we're going to read the fog. So, concealment, a search for safety, transformation. The fog envelopes you like a cloak or a shroud, providing cover and concealment. In her cool embrace, you are given the moment you need in which to transform unseen, cast off the old, put on the new, or simply return to your truest self in privacy. But though the fog may offer protection, it's important you do not stay too long, for whilst others cannot see in, neither can you see yourself out. And what begins as a healthy spell of hiding can soon lead to blindness. The fog can also be useful in meditation when you are having trouble achieving clarity. Instead of demanding your mind become instantly clear and becoming frustrated with yourself when it doesn't, invite the fog inside, allowing her to fill your mind, your body swirling a cloudy mix of dark and light, smoke and mist. Settle into the fog as she finds her way into the smallest parts of you. Your fingers, your ears, your toes. Now ask the fog a question and wait patiently as she evaporates slowly, leaving behind the enlightenment you seek shining and strong. It may take a while. Time for healing. I'm seeing that your commitment is being tested. Have faith in your dreams. Yeah, I think definitely there's been some stuff holding you back for sure. Oh, Cameron, you're not gonna die on me. I'm right in the middle of a reading. I'm right in the middle of a reading. And you want to die on me now? What is with this battery? I'm suing God. I am suing God. Okay, we're just gonna go on until we can't anymore. Here we go, the gaslight. Illumination, a burst of life, a beacon of hope. At least let me get through this, please. You have a fire within you, a gift you have carried inside since you were a small child. Yep, what I say. But even you, as strong as you are, can be dimmed by pain and sadness. It is time to reclaim your flame and burn more brightly than ever, not only for yourself, but to fulfill your destiny as a light in the darkness to others, a beacon of hope. The gaslight invites you to close your eyes. Now recall a time when you felt incredibly alive. For many, that is a childhood memory, a memory of discovery, awe, of wonder. This is your soul's anchor, a flame that may be forgotten but never dies. Feel the warmth of this memory spreading outwards from your heart through your entire being. Suddenly, your body ignites. You feel no pain, only intense pleasure at reconnecting with your inner fire. As you journey about your day, feel a wide circle of golden brilliance around you, illuminating the spirits of everyone you pass. Because of you, they will burn brighter, sharing their own flames. You will experience the indescribable joy of knowing that you are enacting a real change in the world simply by being you. This group is giving me that vibe of those people who suffer, but they get through it and they inspire others later. And that doesn't sound like a gift at all when you're going through the shit, but I promise you it's actually a really cool gift. I'm gonna leave this to charge, but that's okay, and when it charges, I'm going to come back. So I might trip over my words a little at first when I get back, because I'm being quiet for a while, but yeah, I'll be back. Okay, now we're recording. Well, it's not all the way... Huh? Oh, shit. I unplugged my light, that's right. Well, anyway, it's not a fully charged camera, but I am sick of doing Duolingo, so I'm back to your reading. I did notice I felt very foggy when I was reading your energy. We got the fog, and I feel like you may be experiencing some fogginess, and, aside from the meaning that the Oracle guidebook gives us, I think you've been tested by the people around you quite a bit. I noticed, the color palette of the cards you got that matter that I'm acknowledging. They look like Birthday Massacre albums, so you might love the Birthday Massacre. They're a goth band. They do kind of I think their genre exact might be dark wave. I don't know. I suck at genres. I remember I went through this whole phase when I was a teenager. I was like, I'm not really a real goth. I listen to the Smiths mostly nowadays. I didn't even know the Smiths was considered a goth band. Okay. Anyway. That was just random for some of you, because I love the Birthday Massacre, so I wanted to spread that, but... some of you may not be dealing well with the people around you, who are in your life right now. You may feel very stuck, or just otherwise, I just feel like you're going through something, or you have gone through something, or no, I think you're healing from something, but you're not quite over it yet. And God, there's just so many different things going on. Here, I don't want to look at this green. I'm covering it up. There we go. Now we have the message, but not the green. The balanced spirituality and practicality. Yeah, I'm getting this ungrounded energy. Some of you may not even remember exactly what happened to you. That is an unfortunate truth of something that can happen. And there may have been some harsh words, some gaslighting. I won't even bother. It doesn't matter what's happened to you, really. What matters is going forward. So you may need to get back in touch with yourself, with your dreams, with healing. Now is the time for healing. So let's start off with your tarot. I know I didn't read much of the cards, but there's really not much to say. What's going on in September, late September, so on the 22nd of the Equinox for my bat group, Spirit Guides? Also, I think a lot of you are trying to manifest your soulmate. Either that or you're in a relationship where you think they aren't your soulmate and you're like, should I stay? So for those of you who are wondering if you should stay with them, no. I'm getting a no, but Alright, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Nine of Cups. Okay, that's a pretty easy read right there. So Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so I'm getting more of that ungrounded energy with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're not really happy in your present moment. You might be preoccupied with the future a bit, and it's like you feel like you won't be happy until you meet your soulmate, or you find your dream job, or you move out, or something like that. Like, you're in this energy. I'm saying you're starting off this equinox, like, in this energy of, like, I will only be happy when I have my 9 cups, you know. And 9 of Cups, it is a pretty happy card on its own, but paired with that reversed major arcana there, I'm thinking that it's not that you're happy, it's that you're not completely happy, you're not completely satisfied. There's something missing in your life, and you feel like you'll never be truly happy until you get that thing. Now I'm gonna plug that light in. You might be able to hear me from far away. Hopefully you can. Are we still picking up with the mic? Yeah, so it seems logical. It is logical. I'm not gonna act like it's not logical. It is. But you don't want to put all your happiness into getting this one thing, like, oh, I will only be happy when this comes to me. Because if you do that, you'll never be happy, because there will always be another thing to chase. Although I do get the impression that you are recovering from something right now. There's just so many different situations. Like I said, it doesn't matter exactly what's going on for you. It matters what's happening. That's too many cards. I didn't even ask a question yet, so no, I'm not reading those. Okay, so how about the beginning of October, Spirit Guides? What are my bat group? How are they feeling this October? Start of the October. Oh, we have the 7 of Cups. Ooh. Big suck. Big suck. Okay, so 7 of Cups. Well, it's upright, but you may not know exactly what you want. There is a saying that may resonate with some of you, and that's, he who chases 2 hares only catches 1. Oh my god, this group's energy is getting to me again. You guys are in a hell of a fog. Hella fog. I'm not liking it. I am not liking your brain fog. Oh. Or maybe it's my brain fog that coincidentally was not there while I was doing Duolingo. Now, there are a lot of possibilities I'm seeing, though, so it's not an all bad card, you know. There are lots of potential opportunities you can get, like, try not to think too much about the bats. Look more at the cups at her base here. You have options. It's just like, which one are you going to choose? And there's not necessarily a right or a wrong answer. However, you are being encouraged with this North Node card here to step out of your comfort zone. And also your commitment is being tested. Have faith in your dreams. I think these 3 are all connected. A time of healing. I really think you need to reach out and take something. Now, what you take is up to you, but I recommend taking action toward what you really truly want, even if it is far outside your comfort zone. What about mid-October, Spirit Guides? Well, I flipped it this way. Not that the Tower is happy either way, but I never like it when I get a Tower, especially not in a what's kind of happening reading. I just don't like this. Can we specify this Tower? I didn't do this for any of the other groups, but so far, oh, hold on, I think it's in my drawer. Yes, yes. Now I am going to read from the Gypsy Oracle cards. I heard that's an offensive term, but this is it's what they're called. It's called the Gypsy Tarot. It's published by Los Garibo. I'll link to it below. Anyway, can we specify what is this tower about? I need more information about this tower. I don't want to scare anyone, Spirit Guides. Despair. Okay, okay. We're off to a good start. Priest. Haughtiness. Full. I'm sorry, that's Lord. Lord. I don't know why I pulled that one. That's not relevant. Money. Is this one of those fucking nothing feels like it's going right piles? Oh man. Big suck, big mood. Oh my god. I feel it. Cheerfulness is a weird one to draw. There might be a big sudden change coming with you, like mid-October, coming to you mid-October. Ah, God. If any of these cards resonate with you, we got Money, Lord, Judgment Reversed, Priest, Despair, Cheerfulness, Sorrow, and Thought. It could be so many different things, and it's going to be something different for every group. But with this here, with Malcolm right here, and with Harbor, I just want you to keep these dudes in mind from earlier. You know, harsh words, they can cut deep. Maybe keep them to yourself or whatever. And Malcolm, he was the, you know, mind your finances, be cautious. And that might help prevent some of that tower. You know, check your smoke alarms. Make sure your credit cards are paid off. Don't make any crazy purchases. Don't binge drink. Don't go back to that thing that you know you shouldn't be doing that you quit a long time ago. Whatever, it's going to be different for everybody. And for some of you, you can also avoid this tower. That's the fun thing about tarot cards. If you see something and it's a prediction for your future and you don't like it, you can always say, no thank you, and you can do everything in your power to avoid it. Like, the future is not set in stone. You can absolutely change it. So, yeah, so please don't get, like, anxious over that, because I know you're super anxious right now. It's not always a bad thing, by the way. It could also be, I forgot to mention that, this could also be a tower, like, it's not necessarily, see, like, we also drew cheerfulness. So there may be a sudden end to your despair, there may be a sudden end to your cheer, it could be anything. The tower, I think, just sudden endings. Very fast energy, it's not necessarily bad. I know a lot of you are going to think about this tower the whole reading, so here's what the book says about it. It's the archetype of destruction, an act of release, it's the act of surrender. And you know, I did see here earlier, your commitment is being tested, balance spirituality and practicality, you know. The devil is vanquished and the witch exits the maze to discover a raging storm, a gothic tower, blah 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 blah. The devil has been greeted, defeated, and integrated. All false and authentic things you have created disappear and fall into ruin. Everything changes, often shockingly abrupt ways. Friendships shift, new people are attracted to your light. Opportunities come knocking. Tower moments can feel jolting and appear shocking to those around you as you make new and empowering decisions. Don't be sidelined when those you hold dear are surprised or unable to support you at first. The tower requires adjustment from all parties. Friends and family expect you to adhere to all your own lives. Those who can't will come around as the rest falls away. New opportunities beckon. The tower is sometimes as drastic as a complete life makeover, a move, a new job, a complete 180-degree turn. Other times the tower is a moment of crystal clear clarity where there was once confusion. You are reborn in an ultimate aha moment. And it was an upright tower. It was an upright tower, so it's not going to be a bad thing for all of you. Sometimes, you know, these changes can be really negative. Like, some of you, for some of you, this is going to be an end to all the pain. For some of you, it might be like a sudden shift in your finances. So if you're doing really badly, you might start doing really well. And if you're doing, like, really well right now, you might want to be very cautious. Just being honest, because I got Malcolm here, so yeah, if you are doing well with money, make sure it stays that way. Don't make a bad investment. But yeah, the tower is what you let it be. So calm down, take a deep breath. If you're having a panic attack right now or something because, tower, look around you, count everything blue. You can even pause the video if you need to. But we're going to move on to late October. See, is this going to be a good tower or a bad tower for most people? Okay, this is what pops out for that. Devil in reverse. Okay, so I'm thinking for most of you it's a good tower anyway. Because Devil in reverse, that's like an end to addictions or an end to like a toxic influence. There may be a breakup for a lot of you. Because we saw that Lord card. You might be breaking up with somebody who, like a really controlling, abusive partner. I would say that is a positive tower. You might not see it as positive now, but you know, everybody's going through something different, so it's really hard to tell because there are just so many energies here. But for most of you, I think this is a good tower. And if it doesn't feel good at first, I promise you it'll be for your highest good later. Spirit guides, what about late October? Okay, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant Hierophant's an interesting card. Maybe we were supposed to have Scholar. I put it back. Okay, some of you will be starting a new educational opportunity. That's really cool. I also saw Priest. The Hierophant can represent a priest. So Priest and Scholar are two cards I draw. I don't know why I put it back. I just felt like it. I don't know why I said it wasn't relevant. It was, or else it wouldn't have fallen out. But I'm going to find it again. Because I put him back, and I shouldn't have. Yes, here him is, the Scholar. Now, the Hierophant can also represent a marriage. So some of you might be planning October weddings. You know, if the abusive partner thing did not resonate. At least I hope you're not marrying an abusive partner. It's been a while since I've drawn the Hierophant, actually. It is a major arcana, and it can also represent, like, you know, the teachers, the scholars in our lives. I'm pretty sure I said that like 6 times, though. Sorry, brain fog. I'm blaming you, it's your brain fog, not mine. It can also represent religion. I think I said that. Spirituality, mentorship, just anything along those lines. And so basically any kind of educational experience. So it could be a spiritual teacher, or it could be a more of a book learning teacher. It just depends on your situation, I guess. Next we got the Knight of Pentacles. Who is our Knight of Pentacles? I think somebody new is going to come into a lot of your lives, but I think a lot of people in this group are trying to manifest somebody new too. Like an actual supportive partner. I think a lot of you want that. And if you do, you're going to have to go out of your commitment zone. Your comfort zone. Sorry, I misspoke, but in my own defense, I'm like terrified of commitment. It is so scary, okay? But yeah, I am seeing somebody new come into your life for a lot of you. Okay, so most Knight cards, I get like a quick energy off of them, especially the Knight of Swords. But, you know, Pentacles, that's an Earth song. Earth song, oh my god. Song? My brain work. Brain work. Just start working, brain. It's a slow moving energy. No, it's like pages, though. They do bring messages. So if you're not getting a new person in your life, some sort of new message is coming in for you. So, and then there's also the possibility that you are welcoming that energy into your life, or this is how you're behaving at this time. You're taking slow, cautious, calculated steps. I'm not seeing any overly fast energy here. And just in general, you know, like some of this earlier confusion has been lifted a bit, but you are still going through like really slow, cautious steps. What about later on, spirit guides? Like mid-October? Oh, frick. I dropped this. What was it? Oh, the Four of Pentacles. That's not too bad. Okay, so I see you being more cautious with your money around this time too. I'm seeing mostly a lot of caution, not a lot of newness. Though, you know, some of you are trying to manifest new people into your life, and if you have been trying for that, then you might meet somebody like this, but I think for a lot of you, this is your energy. It's gonna depend, again, general reading. Three of Wands. I guess this is late October, late October, Three of Wands. And you see we have this beautiful vampire lady here. Oh, I didn't say what tarot deck this was. Okay, so this is the Darkwood Tarot by Sasha Graham, and the artist by Abigail Larson. I love Abigail Larson. She's one of my favorite artists. Okay, so by late October, like really late in the year, oh my god. So by late October, though, I do see you putting some of these plans into actions. For some of you, it's a creative project. There may be some overlapping with pile 2. There may be some messages for you there. But yeah, I see you moving forward by this point. And finally doing that step out of your comfort zone crap. Yeah, it's like you're finally learning to rely on your own inner power by this point, I'm hoping. I don't know why I said I'm hoping. Because that's basically what this card is. Let's see, spirit guides. What about November? When November rolls around. So, after the Three of Wands, we have the Four of Wands. Figures, it figures, it figures. It'd just be the next in the line. So we have a troll under a bridge in this one. Most of the time when I see Four of Wands, I think, oh yes, a wedding, wee, but, or like some kind of party or something, which I guess makes sense if y'all are going to a Halloween party, although we are talking about early November, but I don't know. But I do see a bridge to cross, and in this one, it just seems like after you realize that their power is within you, and that you're responsible for your own dreams, you're responsible for your own mental health, your own healing, your own life, that's when you're able to cross that bridge in November. So it's not terrible, I'm just whiny right now. I can't help myself. What about mid-November? For mid-November, we have the World. Okay, that's a positive upturn. I think this is you starting a new cycle in your life. Yeah, this is good. This is good. You know, the World, I think it's the last of the major arcana. Hold on, it might be Judgment that's last. I'm gonna look, because I have bad memory. Which one's last? Because I'm pretty sure this is like the end of a cycle or something. Judgment. Yeah, Judgment and then the World. You are the universe. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like lying to you. So yeah, I see you. Whatever this thing is that you end up, this 9th cup that you wanted so badly at the Equinox beginning, I'm really impressed with this upturn. Actually, this looks really nice. I feel like you're gonna make a lot of progress from whatever this fog was that was holding you back before. Because the World is just like a really good card. It's like, and you know, we got earlier this card down here, balance, spirituality, and practicality. I feel like you managed to do that. I feel like that is something you managed to do. So this is more of a temporary hard time. That's good. That's good. So what about late November, Spirit Guides? Queen of Cups, not bad. The Queen of Cups is like a really emotionally intelligent card. So I'm glad you got this here, because I feel like, yeah, I feel like the things that have been holding you back won't hold you back forever. For those of you who have been trying to, like, manifest your soulmate or whatever, or manifest luck, courage, self-confidence, I see you coming into that. And can I have some more specification for this Queen of Cups? I feel like there's more to it than this. Waiting and into the waiting. Where's the Queen of Cups here? The Lovers, yeah. Yeah, this is a really good sign for you. If you're trying to manifest a soulmate, a lot of you, no, or just a really close partner or whatever, a marriage. I don't even know why I drew more cards. I didn't actually want more cards, I was still talking. Sometimes my hands move faster than my brain. I didn't want any of these cards. I'm putting them back. But anyway, yeah, this is a good sign that a lot of you will. Spirit Guides, any other messages? Hanged Man, yeah. Letting the universe take charge. Having faith in your dreams, that sort of thing. Spirit Guides, what about late November? No, that's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. Stop giving me so many cards. Can you summarize it? Can you fucking summarize it, Spirit Guides, for December, early December? Can we just have a quick fucking summary? Thanks. Thank you, Emperor. Things are really going well by December. Now, sometimes I see this card as a third party, but I don't think that's it for you. Again, I find myself confused. Spirit Guides. Why the Three of Cups reversed? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there might be some struggles with the friends or family. I don't know, just getting along with each other. That might be difficult. Yeah, some of you might go into kind of a hermit mode. So if you're one of those people who tend to like put all your time into your partner and like start ignoring your friends and stuff, I really advise against that. I mean, it can be fun. But yeah, if you're one of those people who end up with a new romantic partner this winter, definitely don't start neglecting your friends, or if you don't have a thriving friend life or whatever, you might want to find, oh man, fucking drop a bunch of fucking cards again. Six of Pentacles in the Sun. You might find out some things though, like maybe some harsh truths are being revealed, because when I see Sun reverse up, you may feel like it's not enough, but I can't leave them hanging like that. Like you're abundant, you're receiving a lot of gifts, but it's just, there's something that's not enough, like some hole. You might fall prey to that. You know, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups from earlier, where you were like, I can't be happy until I have this. Don't fall back into that, because yeah, that's how you get depresso espresso. You don't want that. You don't want that. Six of Wands. Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you might not maintain like absolute happiness throughout this whole time period. You'll have some burdens, you'll have some spats, but I do see you coming on top of all those things and overcoming them. Two of Cups, yeah. Well, if nothing else, I'm seeing for this pile, a good love life. I mean, I know that's not everything, and we all want it all, don't we all want it all? And I'm feeling some depression by the end. Some of you might have a mood disorder, but it's not all bad. There's a lot of good signs in here, especially if you are one who is manifesting love. It's just, yeah, I'm just feeling a depressed mood. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups. I saw that earlier too when I was shuffling. We have the Ace of Cups. Justice, Seven of Swords. Someone who hurt you in the past is going to be getting their karma. That's interesting. You probably don't really give a fuck though. Or you do. You do. You're like, huh, fuck that. But you know exactly who this is too. You're like, yeah, fuck. So there's someone who hurts you, and by the end of the year, they're getting their just desserts. At least there's that. I hope that tickles your Schadenfreude region of your brain. Or is that pronounced Schadenfreude? Schadenfreude. I cannot talk to save my life. I cannot talk to save my life. Well, yeah, there we go. Kind of a neutral reading. Not the worst. I mean, I guess you're really excited if you've really been trying to manifest, like, romance or something. And whenever I hear love in a reading, I'm just like, oh my god, that's so fucking boring. I don't care. I don't want that. But I think that's something you wanted, isn't it? So, all in all, pretty decent reading. I hope whatever depression or unstable mood or whatever it is that you're going through, I hope you get through that throughout your life and yada yada, because I was sensing some sort of mood disorder or brain fog there. But I don't really have much else that I can think of to say. So please give me a like if you enjoyed your reading. And wait, I don't need to open that. What am I doing? But yeah, at least it's a good sign. I really feel like a lot of you are trying to manifest a soulmate. Get yourself some sardonyx and seal that fate, bitch. Sorry, I'm just not excited about love at all. I'm just like, well, that's what they wanted. Hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm going to move on to pile 4 now. Alrighty, I am excited for this one, pile 4. For those of you who chose the spooky little ghosts, this is your reading. I am excited for this one. I don't know why. I'm just excited for this one. I just am. I guess we will start with your gemstones. This was just a deck from 5 and below. They're playing cards with rocks. So we have hematite, grounding, practicality, and courage, and titanium aura, balance, energizing, refreshing. Okay, these might be rocks you want to get, or this may be the energy you are exuding currently. We will find out. Titanium aura quartz is so cool. Okay, and for the demons, this deck is The Demon Tarot by Ariana Osborne. It's based off of some old demon illustrations and some lore. I don't actually believe in demons myself. Fur! You got Fur! I love Fur. I've shown everyone except Pile 1 Fur. Fuck Pile 1, I guess. I love Fur. Oh. Fur is a Count of Hell with 26 military units under his command. He appears as a winged hat with a rough voice. I'm sorry, he appears as a winged heart with a rough voice, and he must be confined in a magical triangle before he will speak the truth. Otherwise it's lies, if I remember correctly about Fur. And then we have Ronov, a Marquis of Hell whose appearance is simply described by demonologists as monstrous. He's a gifted speaker and is in command of 19 military units. Now let's see what the booklet has to say about these. Mostly because I want to read to you about Fur. I want to read about Fur. I love Fur. Fur is an Earl of Hale. I went full redneck there. I was like, Hale! I am a Kentuckian. You cannot blame me. Fur is an Earl of Hale, who commands 29 legions of demons, according to Ware's Pseudo-Moniker Demonium. Fur appears in the form of a stag when summoned and will only tell lies in that form. I told you, straight lies. However, if he is compelled to enter a magical triangle, he immediately transforms into an angel and will tell only the truth. The Latin word for... I can say this without... The Latin word Furcifer... Furcifer, from which Fur's name may originate, means forked rascal or rogue. I am so happy you got Fur. Anyway, Fur is said to be able to create storms and tempests, incite passions, and cause lightning strike and thunder to shake the land. God, no wonder you draw these grounding crystals. Then to shake the land wherever the conjurer requests. It would seem that in conjunction with Fur's rakish name, his gifts are destructive and cruel. However, Fur's other gift is the ability to strengthen the bond between married couples into something unbreakable and eternal. So we see that Fur's gifts of stirring passion and excitement can be used for destruction when used in excess, but can be one of the most valuable tools when used in moderation. Of course, relationships should be based on trust, and that doesn't require... and I love this sentence. Of course, relationships should be built on trust that doesn't require a magical triangle, so Fur's gifts should be considered with judgment. Divination. Focus on enduring love and passion. Beware of strong emotions becoming destructive. And now we're gonna read about this loser, I guess. Oh no, who is he? He's not Fur, so I don't care. Focus on persuasive arguments and intelligent debate. Okay, we got it. Be a Virgo about it. Alright, we're gonna start with the death card here. Release, unburdening, letting go. The crackling of the wheels is what you hear first. Your heart freezes, for you know what is coming. The wheels are grinding upon the gravel now, and you see it emerging from the blackness. The death cart, drawn by a shadow of an old horse. You pray for it to pass on, but it stops before you. Then a whisper. I've come to carry away all that you no longer need. Put your past on the cart. The voice comes again. I have come to carry away all that you no longer need. Put your worries on the cart. You lift the slippery bundle of your worries and set it on the cart. You were sure it will drive now, but the voice comes yet again. I have come to carry away all that you no longer need. Put yourself in the cart. And this is what you always knew was coming. Bravely, you begin to peel away the you that is not you. The ego, the illusion, the image of yourself that others have projected onto you, that you may have begun to believe in, all fall away. You lift this limp other in your arms and set it into the cart. As the wheels turn and the cart disappears into the darkness, you feel cleansed and grateful. I like this message a lot. Yeah, this falls into, it is time to release negativity. And I think that also in turn is just kind of connected to holding your vision here. And that'll help you reach, take action and reach that fiery climax. Really good message there. Let's see, now we're going to move on to 69. I will not make any jokes. The spoon. We're moving on to the spoon now. Finding true power, resourcefulness, secret strength. The spoon manifests in your life to remind you that the tools of empowerment are already within your grasp. Just as the common broom, a symbol of women's drudgery, became the vehicle that carries the fairy tale witch throughout the night sky and ultimate freedom, the spoon within the asylum world transforms from basic utensil from which a most unpleasant soup must be eaten into both a weapon and a wand. The spoon asks you to find enchantment and strength where you least expect it, within yourself, within ordinary objects, imbuing your life with magic and meaning. Find strength where you least expect it. I really like that. As you carry the spoon with you, perhaps in a pocket, perhaps in a handbag, find moments throughout your day to grasp her handle and feel that you are holding on to a secret source of power known only to you, a wand you can use to focus and direct your energy, a scepter of confidence when you feel afraid. Treat the spoon as a precious object, a valued friend and ally, and listen closely as she whispers to you, my darling inmate, you already have within you every tool you need. And I think you have, just release the negativity and everything should be fine. I can't wait to get into your tarot cards because I know they're going to be really great. Now we're moving on to the pencil here. Self-ownership, taking control, and writing your own story. I can tell this is really all fitting in here with taking action and your fiery climax and shit. We are under tremendous pressure from our earliest days to conform to the expectations or demands of others, and it is all too easy to become caught in a pattern of writing our life stories as if taking dictation, simply committing to our internal paper what others tell us we are and who we are going to become. The pencil reminds you that the only person who should be writing your story is you. Hold your vision, bro. She asks you to imagine your life deeply and discover any aspects of your current story and plans for your future that you are not the author of. Writers take great offense when somebody marks suggestions upon their manuscripts, and you do not have to accept this either. If you find something in your reality that is not written by you, it is time to erase it. Imagine your life on paper, your story bound between gold embossed covers, your name printed on the spine. What you write in this book is your legend. You hold the pencil in your hand, and you see the blank pages of your future, You begin to write. The words sparkle with truth and joy. Your words, your life, your story. Y'all are a powerful bunch. I'll say that for sure. Let's see. Now we need the vial. Okay, our last Asylum Oracle card is the vial. Rediscovering the soul's purpose, life force, or essence. As you look within yourself, all is dark, but then you see something sparkling from the space just behind your heart. You reach inside the vial containing your life force, the very essence of who you are, your soul's your soul's purpose. Within the fragile glass is everything that makes you you. Not the things you have, not the things you are striving to become, but you at your exquisitely unique core. In this vial is the gift that you were born with and that you must protect, for it is also the gift you are here to share with your fellow beings who need you more than you know. You lift the vial from behind your heart and remove the cork. Then you pour the contents to your palm and study them. Do you recognize them? Are you finding anything you might have forgotten in the chaos and confusion of life? You spend time with those contents, and when you are ready, you return them to the vial, replace the cork, and hold it to your chest. You tell the vial that you will always protect her, and that you feel her moving gently through your skin and back safely behind your heart. How can you share your soul's purpose with the world today? I really feel like with this new moon in Aries, I feel like you're starting something new. It's time. It's time to take action. Whatever it is you're doing, I feel like you're ready. You're ready for something. I don't give a shit about this new moon in Virgo. Boring. I have a bad habit of doing this. I'm just like, I don't want to read about this boring shit. Let's get to something interesting. I don't even remember what Ronov was about because I didn't even read his entry. Focus on persuasive arguments and intelligent debate. Okay, so he's about compromise and agreement and stuff. So I guess don't like steamroll over the people in your life, but whatever. Still hold your vision. Luck is on your side, and see, I'm going to look up what the book says about New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take, because if I remember correctly, the title on the card has very little to do with what the card is about, and I just don't understand. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success, but don't be pedantic. Yeah, so don't be nitpicky or anything like that. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. The person you are asking about is reliable. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I want to get into the tarot. Now, I love these cards. They have this nice linen print. This is the Game of Thrones tarot. Hold on, let me. The Game of Thrones tarot. Like me, it only acknowledges seasons 1 through 7 of Game of Thrones. This a couple years ago. It's one of my favorite decks. Let's see, what is coming late September, starting September 22nd. Alright, we have the moon. Alright, so this, there may not be immediate clarity, but I don't think, well, it's not a negative moon anyway, because it's not reversed. I drew the moon in reverse a lot for the last pile, and I'm not a fan of the moon in reverse. Or was that another pile? You know, I don't remember. Maybe the last pile just felt like the moon in reverse. Listen to me talk shit about the other piles. So this depicts the moon door in the Game of Thrones universe. Yeah, it's always been like this mystery card. We think mysteriousness, you know, intuition, your dreams, you know, the general things you'd associate with the moon. I'm definitely not seeing any immediate clarity. You may have to rely on your intuition a bit during this time. Can I have some more detail, Spirit Guides? This is just kind of what? Even I'm confused. Okay, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's some hard stuff. But you are really passionate, so... And Page of Swords, that's not bad. I mean, I could do without the Nine of Swords there, but the Page of Swords isn't bad. Because with this Nine of Swords, you know, and this moon, there may be some anxiety. Like, you may not be ready to step forward at first, is what I'm getting. Because even though it is time to take action, there may still be some of that self-doubt. But you need to hold your vision. Release the negativity, remember. Put it in the Death card. Now, also with this Page of Swords. Now, the Page is news coming in. And, with the swords, that's a pretty rapid energy. Now, use your intuition and pay careful attention to the details. That's my advice to you during this time. So that's late September. So what about very end of September, early October, around that time? What are we having there? The Devil. What are you fucks doing? I want some more detail. What are these fuckers doing? That's a lot of cards. Not really that in touch with your intuition, are we? I can see that. I'm having a hard time with that. This is definitely a more masculine energied pile. I'm not saying you're a man. I'm just saying out of all of you, you're probably the least likely to be into the spiritual shit. And with this Ace of Cups in reverse, you may be receiving some bad news that might deter you quite a bit. Actually, okay, you might receive some false news. Somebody might try to lie to you or about you. So be careful who you trust during this time. Be very careful who you trust during this time. Because I'm hearing some bad news that might not even be true, or something false. It's gonna be different for everybody, but don't trust everyone during this time. Definitely don't. Can I have some more detail on that, actually? This is the Gypsy Oracle cards. I'll have the link to all the cards I use in the description in case you want to buy some. Especially this Game of Thrones tarot. It's a nice-ass deck. Anyway, Spirit Guides. Oh, I didn't even ask the question yet. Can I have more information about this fucking bald-ass lie or this deceit? What's going on? House. Okay, House appeared. Let me get that real quick. Hi. House might be some lie about this house, somebody lying in your house, something like that. Anything else, spirit guides? Because I know it's not going to be the same for everyone. Falseness, we just got falseness again. Yes, tell me about the falseness, honey. Tell me about the falseness, spirit guides. Love you. If not about a house, what is it? Or inside your own home. Wedding, that's interesting. Could be your spouse, could be a lie about a wedding. Maybe a lie at your wedding. At a wedding, enemy. You may have a hidden enemy. Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's not really, it's only 3. Frivolity, soldier, messenger, one more, scholar. Okay, so keep an eye out for any soldiers or any news about a soldier or a scholar, anything about an enemy or from an enemy, or perhaps from a hidden enemy, and things that are relevant to a wedding or at a wedding or to a house or at a house. Just be cautious what you hear. Alright, so what about more toward our first week of October? 8 of Spears in reverse. Oh, that's terrible. I'm seeing some delays. Don't worry, it won't be permanent though. Okay, I think this was supposed to be right side up, actually. So the Empress, that's a good card. Creative energy. It's a shame there's delays. I'm not liking the delays. There may be a lack of funding. There may not be a lack of oh my god. Okay. 9 of Coins is a really good card, but we also have the 6 of Coins in reverse. Okay, so if you're doing a business startup, you may have a hard time finding investors. It would be the damn 6 of Coins in reverse. You know, with the 9 of Coins, that's a good card money-wise, you know, because 9 of Coins, that's like fulfillment and prosperity, but with the 6 of Coins in reverse, that's like as soon as it comes in, it goes out. Like, you're making a lot of money, but you immediately have some damn expense that you have to pay. You may be able to avoid it if it's connected to this lying hoe over here, but that's not going to be for everyone. So, yeah, it's just, there may also be a theft, so be very careful. Be very careful who you let into your house. And like, be careful who you accept an offer from. There may be strings attached, or maybe somebody you cannot trust. So be very, very cautious who you trust. Remember Fur, guys. Remember the wisdom of Fur. You don't, if you feel like you have to trap somebody in a magic triangle like Fur to get the truth out of them, you don't want to let them in your house. Alright? What about mid-October, spirit guides? 2 of Spears. I actually like this one. I think this is a pretty good card, in my opinion, honestly. Now, 2 of Spears, that's like a choice. And I'm seeing some travel for you guys. Like physical travel, more likely. You know, there's somebody in your life you can't trust, but there's also somebody in your life you have a partnership with, I think. Somebody who you can trust, or who you do trust, or whatever. You may be going on a business trip or away from home for a while. You might be going on a vacation sometime this equinox. This may be where things really, alternatively, this might also be just when things really get off the ground. You've made your decision, you took action, you know, fiery climax approaches. Oh, and I just want to take the time, since things did get a little intense there, I just want to remind you, we did draw you and your loved ones are safe, so don't worry about that so much. Spirit guides, what about mid to late October? Okay, King of Coins in reverse. Not exactly my favorite, especially because it has him on it, and we don't trust him in this house. But Lord Baelish. Anyway, I want you to avoid debt during this time, and also avoid materialism. I know that sounds like literally ridiculous. Okay, I appreciate like the one-track mind vibes, but don't make making money the only thing. If you fall prey to that, don't let making money be the only thing you care about. Also take time, you know, to balance and energize and refresh yourself, because I sense that you're like a really passionate person. I'm thinking that Marina's song, Oh No, you might like that song. You know, don't do love, don't do friends, I'm only after success. And I don't quite have her range, and I'm not warmed up to sing, and my throat hurts, so forgive me for sucking, but that's the one I'm talking about. Okay, what about late October to early November, spirit guides? Around that time frame. Oh, and these time frames might not be exact. They may not play exactly the same for everyone. And if you see something negative that you don't like, you can always avoid it, because tarot isn't set in stone. Always remember that. Okay, so we got the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, which isn't as bad as it looks, really. You know, with the 7 of Cups, there may be some confusion. I'm a little surprised to see this for you guys, actually. It may, you know what I bet this is? I bet it's like, okay, I accomplished that. Now what? Oh boy. But yeah, we have the 10 of Cups, which is like, you know, joy and achievement. Yes, I did this. But then we have the 7 of Cups, which is like, you have a lot of choices. There might be, God, could be that there's more to it than what you feel like dealing with. But, like, lots of possibilities. You might have some hard time making decisions. But I'm seeing you feeling really fulfilled otherwise. It's just, there might be some stress, so watch out for that. Page of Cups. That's good news, though. Yeah, there's some good news coming your way. So, I mean, at least there's that. Because there's, like, a new fun opportunity or some news or something. It could also, bring a new relationship into your life. Sometimes the Page of Cups can, you know, pages are messages. So that's a good sign if you want a partner. You'll seem more like business people to me, but, you know, nobody wants to be alone forever, right? Except people do. Depends. It's a, you know, 4 piles, I can't. It's a general reading. Okay, so what about late November? The World, okay. So the World, it's like completion. When I see it, I usually see this reversed to show like the end of a cycle. But, yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of fulfillment and success for you once you, you know, start this venture. I think things are, whatever it is that you're going for, it's going to be something different for everybody. But I'm seeing a lot of success. You're like, you're going to be rewarded. Some of you may be having a birthday as well. This equinox, I know I am. I'm turning 31. But, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of joy. I'm seeing this project doing well for you. Let's see, what about toward the end, you know? 3 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Alright. Queen of Swords in reverse. That gives me quite the vibe. There may be somebody toxic in your midst who is kind of ruthless. I mean, come on, the card has Cersei on it. How else am I supposed to read it? But we also have this 3 of Spears. You may also be stepping away from some toxic energy or leaving it behind. And it could be physically for some of you. I mean, I said I maybe saw some travel earlier. I'm definitely seeing some travel here. It could also be manifestation, though. But yeah, this is another card that can represent, like, success, dreams, romance. It can predict a wedding, which we did hear something about a wedding earlier. It's gonna be something different for everyone. So what about toward the end, you know, toward December 21st? What can my ghost pile expect, spirit guides? The Magician in reverse. Mina Likey. King of Swords in reverse. Mina Likey. Ace of Swords in reverse. What? What the fuck is this shit? Like, the more cards I drew, the less it made sense. Okay. The more cards I drew, the less it made sense. I swear to frack. Okay, we're just gonna take this one at a time. So first of all, we have the Queen of Spears upright, so, you know, that's focus, energy. Alright, we have Daenerys. Hold on, I feel like my brain is a hamster wheel, and there's just one hamster, but he's not even, it's not spinning, he's just like lying on his wheel. And my brain.executable just went. Well, first of all, we drew the Magician in reverse. That was the first thing I saw. And that's delays. It could be delays in a manifestation, but I already saw you getting that or making some leaps and bounds of progress towards your goal. So I don't know what the hell this could be unless there's like manipulation or deception around you, which I think there might be a lot of that, because I just saw that there are a lot of people lying around you, lying about you, just stuff like that earlier on. So there might be a rather explosive situation toward the end of the year, toward the holidays. Of course, the best time for this to happen, right? Like the holidays, like really? You serious? The holidays already suck, or at least in my opinion, I'm not a fan of them. Yeah, definitely be careful who you trust, and because I'm not, God, there are a lot of people who would love to tear you down. They do not want to see you succeed, and like, F those people. You know, we have the King of Swords here, you know, the Night King's on it. I'm definitely seeing like insecurity, rudeness, just mostly people being jerks. So, God, I don't know. I feel like I need to draw some more. Spirit guide, I hate this, because like this reading, it should have been over yesterday. The Knight of Swords, yeah, just go through it. You know, there's gonna be drama. There's gonna be a lot of drama, guys. I'm sorry to have to, like, deliver such a terrible message, but oh my god, your life is gonna be fucking full of drama. Especially over the holidays. Ew, 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 ew. You know, there's gonna be conflict, and but you can overcome it, just... I don't know. I need advice cards. Yeah, hold your vision. Release the negativity. Yep, the death card under there. Let's pull out our death card again. But at least remember, you know, you got the new moon in Sagittarius. It doesn't get much better than that. Luck is on your side. I see you achieving your goals. You know what? Fuck people. Fuck the drama. Personally, when somebody's dramatic in my life, I just cut them out because I can't stand the drama. But you do you, you know, whatever is best for you. In order to keep grounded during this time, you might want to carry on your person some titanium aura or some hematite, and that might help keep you grounded through this, but I have a feeling you're not going to do that, and you're going to be like, yeah, sure, fuck this psychic mumbo-jumbo. But, well, some of you might. I mean, I didn't really get a spread that screams I'm into witchcraft, but... you never know. Not everybody who is into tarot cards is a super, like, feminine person. I saw 1111 just now on the clock thingy. That's my third time seeing 1111 today. What the hey? Not like my clock on the watch thing. Anyway, I am very sorry to say that you are going to have a life full of drama, but at least you are achieving your goals, and like... that's really all we need, right? Why do I have a head in a hole stuck in my head? Except it's not the Nine Inch Nails head in a hole. It's like the Miley Cyrus pop cover that Netflix did for that... God, what was it called? Black Mirror. Ashley O. She's on a roll, man. I feel like you're on a roll. Like Ashley O. I feel like all the most bold people have the most dramatic fucking lives. This was a ride of a reading, I swear. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. An absolute ride. Do not regret it. 12 out of 10. This was my favorite one. This was absolutely my favorite one. Y'all got fur. Well, I guess that is it. Please rate, subscribe, and blessed be, motherfuckers.